seeing things. How about I, do that thing where I, stream my, screen or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And give 0 point.
Yeah, fucking, I'm working on it, alright? Fucking Jesus.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rush you.
I'm walking here. Okay.
Slash. What was it? Whisper something again? Well, I'll just.
I'm gonna do a test.
Yeah.
/W.
/W.
And then, actual username. Does it work with character name?
I don't know.
Find out.
What?
No, it works with only username.
What?
Whispering.
Whisper? You do a whisper?
Whisper.
Now I'll just DM you.
What? Anyways. Alright. Now we can start. Let me give you your start of session hero point and the timer goes and all that stuff, all the goodies. Let me take a little sneakus peekus in the book real quick. About your adventure ahead. Oh. Huh. That's a while. Alright, I get pinged.
That's me DMing you.
Okay.
Just figured you should know, but also check if you change that. Just not really.
What?
Is there like a way we can have that mechanically, or do I just keep track of that in my mind?
Let me double check if I have a way to do that.
Because I can't actually edit.
Let me check. If I were to say create a condition.
Oh wait, we're starting a session? Hang on, be right back.
I will hit you. Dick.
I'm back to be right back, but we're doing something else. Fine.
Wait, actually, do we have?
What does encumbered do again?
I
Clumsy
can.
one.
All right, I'm gonna put an effect in your sheet and tell me how what your thoughts are.
I think it's clumsy and you lose movement speed. I think.
I mean that works, sure.
Yep. Duration. Unlimited. Boom, got him. Can I make it like
No.
toggle whether the effect is unidentified? Does it make it go away? Nope. It does let me, however, hide what it does.
It made it. It hides it on my screen.
Oh wait, it does. Oh.
Yeah, it hides it. It no longer shows on my.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. All right, sick.
All right, thanks, dude.
Yeah, that works. Bam. I did it. You're welcome. I'll kneecap you anytime, homie.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
It's like we're playing Deep Rock Galactic and you're like, I'm stuck. Hey copter, you're driller. You're like, all right, don't worry, I'll unstick you, and I fucking throw C4 in the wall with you.
Yeah. I mean, stupid, but it works.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta restart stream labels. There we go. I wish it would automatically restart every time I press the go live button. It used to do that, and I have a setting on to do that, and then it proceeds not to do that, and it pisses me off. Wah. Anyways. Hi. Strength of thousands time. We got the strength of at least 6 cooking here. Oh, last time you
I know that
guys.
it counts for like 1,000, so.
True. So last time you guys were helping your students get past their individual little hang-ups around
Issues.
school. Their personally, which was a cool, fun time. So we're starting again the day here, not shit-faced at the bar. And some time has passed. We're calling this like most of the semester has gone on. All of your little adventures that you've done up so far, interacting with your students, we're gonna say happened along the way, not like they all happened in the first 2 weeks or something, and then boom, downtime. It's just the time of things happening is fluid, and we're about here now. So. Ugh. So, that brings us to today. The whole party has rested, done X, Y, and Z things, fucking earned income. Don't forget about your Magambia helper, everyone, because in this downtime, you do get your, you know, branch advancement downtime.
We already did one check. We did more checks.
Just one. I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Oh, okay.
Okay, 1 sec.
Kyria, if you're talking, I can't hear you, but I see your green light going on. Kyria?
How about now?
Yep, I can hear you. There we go.
All right, I'm stupid. Don't mind me.
Pant.
All
It's
right.
fine. You're cute.
Got it?
Yep. Does that meet the DC to get to the next rank for Sun Mages?
What level were you when you rolled it?
7.
In the 7? Okay, let me look up the... Blind and dumb. Blind and dumb. Very blind and dumb. Definitely classes. Literally the first thing. Okay. 7 to 8. Mean DC was 24, so yes, that is...
And from 8 to 9.
8 to 9 is 26.
Okay.
Or level
Oh, like 80s are capped.
8 is your cap, though. If you're already 8, then
Oh.
you can't roll it.
Well, yeah, then okay.
I mean, you could roll it and just build
No.
up future levels.
No, you cannot.
right?
You cannot roll it. You only have the overflow for
Crit.
Yeah,
Crits.
you can only roll if you're not maxed out yet, and then if you get overflow, it sticks. But
Okay, in that case, never mind. I am maxed out on both my branches for now then. Until we're
I am
until
I
we
am
go
not
Dang.
online.
maxed out.
Well, again, I think I'm also maxed out on both.
fucking all 4 over here rolling only crits on everything the whole time.
Yeah. I'm 8 and Tempest Sun Mages and 4 in Emerald Bow, but it's actually 5 in Emerald Bow because I crit. It's okay.
Heal. It just... Okay. Alright. Jetty, did you get all your stuff handled for the level up to 8 and all that?
I think I know what we want to pick.
Say again?
I said I think I know what I want to pick.
Okay. Cool.
I've become
Yeah,
beef.
I'm just having issues with loading again. Normal.
Right. Well, while you load, I do believe we can set some RP for now. So, All right. New day at class.
I have in fact become beef.
All right.
94
Smell
HP.
like.
So, notable things. Ever since your previous adventure last week on Sunday, Jumimo seems to be a like kind of a more in higher spirits type of person. Whereas before he was pretty reserved, always did well, but like wasn't moving on from his position. He now seems more into his position. Say like he's more like, I'm not gonna say jovial, but like just more interested in everything.
Yeah.
Overall, all the students though are performing better than when you first started out through the various little lessons and difficulties they've overcome thanks to the help of their teachers. So, one
Where's the
other,
dwarf?
yep, one other notable thing you may notice is today Iboko is absent. This is the first time she's been absent from class, and also somewhat notably is there was no forward notice that she would be gone. She didn't call in sick or anything like that.
Mm.
Class, have any of you seen or heard from Iboko?
Make me a diplomacy check. All right. That's a critical success, as your students all trust you pretty well, but we're hesitant to say anything. So, Miriam and Ignacy kind of like look at each other. They don't know because, well, they stay in a different dorm than Iboko. They stay in the dorm that you guys stayed in. And similarly, the Anadi in your class, they have moved into the previous rooms that you guys have left behind at that dorm, so they don't know. But Soze, Fardrick, Oniji, and Jumio, they kind of like look over each other, and then Oniji speaks up, or not Oniji. Jumimo speaks up, and he says, she left in a hurry after I, distributed mail to the dorm. She got a letter from her home, I believe. I didn't pay too much attention to everyone's letters, but I did notice the address was from, I believe, her hometown of Kyoto.
How hmm. Question question like it's how far is Kyoto from the Magambia?
Relatively speaking, not terribly far as far as cities being apart from each other. But literally speaking, that's fuck you, fucking Europe, or whatever like almost 200 miles means to you. Shit. Translate that into kilometers, and you'll figure it out. So it-
322 kilometers.
Bam, but there you go.
Oh, so she's in a different country.
Oh, honey. Oh,
You're right.
honey.
I won't be made fun of by people who think that 200 years ago was a long time ago.
Honey, most of the world is not made of the tiny coalition of countries that Europe is.
I won't
Oh
be
my
made
God.
fun of by people from a nation that think 200 years ago is a long time ago.
All right,
Shit,
no, I'll give you a
think yesterday was a long time ago. Fuck you.
I'll give you a perspective. That's not enough to go horizontally across California, like fucking.
I'm aware of your fucking stupid empty fields.
I also had a
Well,
moment
hey,
there where, like, I thought about like how
Texas-
far away like Versailles is from Paris, and I'm like, what? That's not that far. Well, right, you're from the fucking Netherlands. That's like your entire country.
It was 300 some kilometers.
Yeah, 300-ish.
322.
That's like a third of Texas.
Alright, that's
You
pretty
could-
far.
I mean, you could fit 3 of this distance in Texas alone, though a single state.
Which
Yeah,
way
the-
in Texas? Left to
Which
right or
way?
left to right or top to bottom?
It says
Texas is
width
a really
and
square
length
state, right?
according to
Okay,
this.
regardless, this is a detour we don't need to be talking about. Yeah. So
could
like,
wish-
I'll like less than 200 miles, more than 150. So it's a ways away. That's like, fucking what's something that's like 300 kilometers away from another thing. I don't know, like fucking like the distance between Paris and Versailles kind of thing.
I mean, okay, look, just because I live in the Netherlands, at 300 kilometers
of-
can send me to a different country. It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Could.
It would literally be from like Rotterdam. If you move in a straight line all the way to London, that's pretty much about the distance that we're taking here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had the funny conversation of what's the closest mountain to the Netherlands, and it was like unironically the Eastern Cliffs from London.
That's not a mountain.
I mean, it's more mountainous than your entire country.
Well,
It's
yeah.
higher up, but higher
We
up
raised
makes
this
something
bitch
a
from the
mountain.
sea. What do you want?
I don't know. If I could give it back to Poseidon, he wants his ocean back.
Poseidon
can
can
take
pry
us
it from our
all
cold
dead.
dead hands because we're going to take more.
Oh my
I like how we had the same fucking idea.
All right, the Dutch hive mind has spoken.
This is country. This is country for us.
Anyway,
Anyways,
back to
okay.
Arthur.
He will sigh and
Okay.
be like, "We'll just."
When she
Fuck.
left in a hurry, did she seem troubled?
Jumio kind of like takes a moment, furrows his brow, and looks down, and Partridge speaks up. It seemed like she was kind of in a panic, a hurry. I didn't read her letter, but whatever she read on there, she didn't like.
Well, it
Started packing
mm,
immediately.
well, it's not really for us to look into because it might be a private matter. But maybe I'll shoot her a message after this. Thank you for telling. For us.
Oh, this was so annoying. I'm going to give me. Where are my spells? There are my spells.
Yeah. What are you planning? What you do?
I'm going to I'm going to cast Read Omens for 10 minutes.
We're in the middle of class. What the fuck?
Class can see me cast the Read Omens for 10 minutes.
All right. You peek into the future. Choose a particular
Alright,
goal or
today's lesson on
activity you
breaking
plan
your
to
opponent's
engage in
concentration.
within the week. Well,
I-
what's
I
your goal or
choose-
plan?
Helping out Iboko.
I'm gonna be
I
specifically.
don't know exactly how we're going to help her out, but I'm pretty sure we're going to help her out in some way. I just don't know how yet. So I want to know,
I'm
Read
going to-
Omens, what the fuck's what's up with that? Like what?
Ooh.
So, see, class, if I were a thaumaturge with a weapon implement at this point, I could very easily try and interrupt my opponent's spell casting. Eden standing in for my opponent in this case.
Anyone could interrupt my spell at this point. It's a 10-minute cast, Malimbi.
Him talking shit's already interrupting it.
Eden
Anyways.
I'm
focuses
good
his
enough
spell.
to not let
So
that
I
Oh
could
my
happen.
continue.
god. Don't you
Show
technically?
how-
No, is this a ritual? You could do this in 1 minute, right?
It's not a ritual, it's a spell.
Oh, it's just a spell. Oh shit. Okay, right. Well, you cast your...
Rituals I can take from 1 day to 4 hours.
Alright.
So while Eden does that,
Read moments, your fucking eyes roll in the back of your head and learn things. How do I want to word this? like part of me is like, bro, I want to be like cool and fucking say my cryptic limbic,
if you
and
want
then
to-
I'm just like, shit, fuck, I keep forgetting you have this.
If you want to take some time
Yes or
about
no?
it, I don't. If you can take some time about it, like come back to this like in an hour if you have something. But
No, because
just
this is like it needs to be now. Um, you wish to help Iboko is your goal of read omens. Oh, all right.
So,
Your omen. You read the winds of change. You come to the understanding. Trust in the strength of thousands, or it will lead you to ruin. Also, the goal you seek.
right, so will it lead us to an actual ruin or like the proverbial ruin?
okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, potential 16, strength of at least 15.
What?
Okay.
Plan to take the entire class with you?
Well, the omen did seem to imply something like that. I'm going to talk to
Right?
Timo about this. Uh, class, I have casted a spell, and it is your job to, at some point during your time here, to identify what I cast a spell on. Like it for side note, I've casted hallucinatory terrain on the classroom to make it look exactly like the classroom.
Except for one thing. Look,
This
no,
is like,
you
hang
got-
on, no, you just
wait.
stop for a second. I need to point this out. Like, this is like the most fucking troll ass thing anyone could ever fucking do, right? Like, could you
No,
imagine,
there's
like,
gotta be one thing.
like
gotta be one thing
hallucinatory
that's off,
terrain
right?
is like it's a fourth or third level
Come
spell,
on.
right? Like, could you imagine for a moment, like, you got like some high level as fucking wizards, like you got like Nex or Geb, and then one of them just casts that like at level, right? And they just don't even change anything. They just like it's the same room, but like again.
So, when did
Just
you
to
cast
fuck with
this?
them, because then they'll know. They'll know there's an illusion. They'll freak out and be like, "Where is it? What's happening?"
When did you cast this, Alfor?
I would have casted that before class because that was going to be my lesson for today. Spotting
Okay,
hard to spot spells.
so,
That's extra credit for who finds out out what I cast.
okay, so I did pick up the skill feat recognize spells. I just want to see if
I'm assuming I
Melinda
gain a
recognizes
level
it.
since it was only a success, so
You
I'm just gonna.
probably can identify it. If you asked what I was casting before class, I would have probably even told you. But it's specifically for extra credit for the students.
No, I know,
Something
but
to keep you busy.
I just want to see if Malimbi will recognize it on his
Yeah.
own.
Firefly would just, for her kineticist class, would just be carefully just sneaking to the front of her class.
And since I am
Since I just got the ability, clear there.
and since I'm expert
Which is an
occult, I
interesting feat.
automatically identify. Yeah, no, wait, I automatically identify up to fourth level spells
Yeah.
in occult.
Copper.
That's funny.
One of my feats that I tried to put in didn't snap to where it was supposed to, and it was the familiar oddities from my cursed maelstrom. I got a archetype feat. It didn't pop into that 8 level slot I was trying to pop it into. It popped down into campaign. No, I literally tried to pop it in there when I was muted.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
But yeah,
Before
wrongs.
Yidin walks off, Malimbi calls out to Yidin, and just as Yidin looks back, Malimbi just slowly shakes his head.
Just
Because
I mean,
you were giving him shit for the ideas he had, and now you're doing
hey,
this.
your ideas involved
Oh, no.
moving yourself in front of our students,
Jetty,
traumatizing them.
you misunderstand. Familiar oddities, it may be from your archetype, but it's a skill feat. It doesn't go in your normal like class or archetype slots. You put it in a skill slot. Is where it goes.
Oh, then I
could-
can't take that?
I mean, you
Um,
can, but
You-
you
no,
could
you
also
can- you
take
can
it
also
next
take
level
it.
as a skill feat. You don't have to take it as a archetype feat necessarily if you can.
I already
Well,
took a feat for my skill feat.
Well,
As
which
my
would you
I
rather
have a
have?
slot
You don't
I have
get
a slot open and I can't do both?
Can't do both.
Cuz I have I'm
Wait,
confused cuz
this comes from your cursed millstone, right?
Yeah, but
yes,
it's a skill feat. It's
that's
the skill feat from Curse of the Maelstrom.
Yeah, there are certain
dedication.
archetypes that have skill feats and not class feats.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
think
no.
I'm assuming archetype feats can still go in archetype feat slots.
I tried to slip it in there and it didn't work.
No, they're like
okay.
class feat slots, but specifically for your archetype.
Yeah.
So
The archetype is
it's
a
different.
prerequisite.
Yeah.
That's
I
but it's
Yeah,
still a
that's,
skill feat.
I don't even see this.
Okay, then I'm removing it because for now
All right.
I can always take it later.
I
Because
don't
the
even
terrain
see
walker
this.
the terrain walker just helps with how I play Firefly currently.
All right.
Let's see.
No, you'll have to find
Yeah,
a
I don't
different
even
archetype
see
feat.
that in Cursed Maelstrom archetype.
Your oddities.
Malimby, I would.
Anyway,
If you were identifying it and like intently looking at me while casting Mirage, I probably would have told you what my plan was, and if you gave me shit for it, at least I'm
I'm
not
like,
trying to actively blow myself up in front of our
no,
students
I'm
to
not
traumatize
actively
them.
trying to blow myself up. I'm trying to fake blow myself up.
Yeah, to traumatize them, and I'm not traumatizing them. I'm just driving them up the wall with
Okay,
figuring
please tell
something
me,
out.
please tell me that you're gonna make at least one thing that is slightly off that'll serve as the clue for them to figure out that something's not right in the
No.
class. Oh my god.
Look, it's not that hard to figure out that there's an illusion going on. You just have
I'm
to
gonna
know
give
what you have to
all of
look
them
for.
permission to cast lock on your door.
Malimby, you have been threatening me with that for at least 3 years now.
I know, and I really should get around to it. Because it'll be
I
funny.
do have a question.
Another dimension
Sorry.
door out of my window.
Yeah.
Does
Can
Count of Curse work on like it says for the misfortune thing, it affects how I roll the dice. Does that also affect feats that would affect the person's mind, like that one spell that tried to get me to run off? In case we run into that again.
No, it is only for curse or misfortune effects. They are verbatim tags that will appear on abilities that will say whether or not they are curse or misfortune, and only those will be affected by it.
Do I want this in case we ever need it? I'll think about it. Sorry.
It has purpose.
Also, by the way,
I do believe you have
do
a
your
other
stealth
option
class,
if you really wanted. What did you say?
when you do your sneak, when Firefly does her sneaking thing, Zenzen stares directly at her the entire time, smiling.
Not with the current new thing I just got. You're not.
Read the current new thing I just got.
Yes, you're both
I have
have very
soul sight.
yes, you both have very exciting new features.
Damn it.
You couldn't see you.
You know what? I'll still take it because it seems like a very useful thing for later, in case something like that
No,
comes
it
up.
absolutely is. It's just funny that I also got a thing that lets me see through it at the same level.
No,
Yeah.
clear as air is is
No, she's talking
not
about
the
her
thing I'm talking
archetype
about.
thing.
Oh, the other thing. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just
Yeah.
Firefly yeets a curse back at the opponent. No, you take it. Anyway, sorry. Just the idea of that. Anyway, muting.
Okay. So,
So, class, give you a hint on what ye didn't cast.
No hits.
It looks exactly what it looks like.
Fire- Firefly looks at
You
Felicity
okay?
with a glare.
Oh, God. Ah!
Flicks her wings a little bit. Melindy.
Oh my God.
It's funny.
Shush.
Listen, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Okay,
More
all of you are
than
going to
True.
ruin my very honestly impressive lesson plan for the day
Dude,
because you
Honestly,
I
can't
have-
shut up.
how do I roll against trolling? Like, what I guess perception. Fucking all right, Oniji, you're the only one with a
Perception.
real stat block, so I'm gonna fucking use Oniji's perception and see what happens. And roll it 15 times. Omega lol.
50.
Look, they have the whole
Anyway.
day.
Anyway. Clear as air, mother effer.
So she has a plus 15. All right. I roll 15d20.
No. If anyone is paying close enough attention, Melindy
That's
is not
why
moving.
That's a
50.
natural 20.
There's
Ooh,
no
Why
someone-
15d20?
Because there's 15 of them, right? Oh wait, no, hang on.
No.
I'm stupid. There's
15, including the teachers.
yeah, my bad.
I was about to say Aurora
There's 9
sisters
of them.
aren't here.
So
Like,
the
what
first
fuck are you on
9,
about?
among the first 9 rolls though, we do have the natural 20. So
Okay, so
Yeah, I was about
There's
to say,
also
yeah,
natural
that counts.
going down the list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be Selose. Or depending on how you count, it's Selose, Frederick.
No, I was gonna say Fardrick.
Okay.
All
Then
right.
Frederick gets
fucking-
extra credits.
Natural 20. As soon as you leave the room, Fardrick just kind of like looks up at them and is like, Did he really just cast an illusion of the classroom on the classroom? As he kind of
Extra
like
credit.
looks around, he like gets up and then like is like, is it okay if I erase this scribble on the side? As he like picks up like
That's my lesson plan for the insect class.
Okay, but
Firefly looks
hang
worried.
on, I'll just make a mark in this corner. All right, and then like he goes to make a mark with the chalk, and like it doesn't appear because there's like a paper thin layer of illusion on top of the chalkboard that isn't that. He's like, oh my god, professors.
Did you figure something out? Frederick?
Several.
Did
fair,
he actually? Did Professor? You didn't actually just cast an illusion of the classroom on the classroom?
That is interesting if you didn't do that.
Melindy's trying really hard not to laugh, and he's failing. Like,
Firefly looks at
I
Olivia.
mean,
I mean,
Frederick,
that works.
if you know Yidin as well as we do, yes, this should not come as a surprise.
Wait, what did he do?
Did you, okay.
Sensen still has not seen the illusion.
Look, I want to give everyone else a moment to let this sink in.
Firefly walks up to a small portion of the board. Tries to just erase where he wrote,
But
and
Yes.
tries to put another mark in the corner. Nothing happens.
so
Nothing
anyone else want to make a guess as to what Yidin did?
I don't.
To be fair, technically he needs to attempt to disbelieve the like the Seek only lets you allow you to make an attempt at disbelieving the illusion.
And then he
But-
physically proved that, you know.
Oh damn.
But yeah, like he probably thinks the illusion is still real, that that the illusion is the classroom, but he knows that's probably what I did.
Firefly's just laughing.
Yeah, I mean, like if you put a illusion of a giant like 15-foot wide like box, he would not be able to like overcome it. But like he knows it's
mean, to be
definitely
fair,
an illusion.
To be fair, it's a
Okay.
very believable illusion. It is a
It's
living
like, oh
classroom.
my
You're
god, it's just like
Alright,
it's so true.
Frederick has a good idea. Anyone else want to hazard a guess? Because we need to know the actual spell that they cast. Do you have any idea? Anyone want to hazard a guess?
Oh my
Can I ask you?
god! I want you
even
to
recognize the
assume
spell and we
me
don't know?
dying over here has just been like Miriam this whole fucking time. Like, I want you to assume that.
Yeah, no, when you start dying laughing, we assume it's Miriam, even if she's not here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright, so Frederick, do you have any idea what this spell might be?
As he goes, Miriam just like fucking giggles. He's like, believe me, it's mirage, isn't it? Just a mirage. Just a mirage spell of the class. What happens if I push my desk hard enough? And then just like her hands like go through the desk like you know, almost like it's a hologram, and you don't see the desk come out the other side.
Yeah,
It's
we,
like,
we,
ah!
we hear the we hear the screeching sound of the desk moving, but like alright, good job. Now you can't find your desk anymore.
Oh my goodness. And Ignasi is like, right. Well, I'm more concerned about
Sorry.
our missing classmate. I don't share a dorm with her.
Eden is probably
This
I'm
is of
also
concern.
worried.
Yes,
And then,
well, I'm
Is there
off to work.
is there
Goss
any
will
particular
actually
reason?
stand up and simply like to say to everyone like, if she has gone missing, fear of her family, Kyoto, then clearly we should just go to Kyoto, find her if she's in danger or family.
Bar- Firefly is going to try to cast Whisper on the Wind to see if she's within range.
Of what
Meanwhile, I'm going to
you did.
talk to Janatimo about how we're going to be
Alright,
probably making a
So-
field trip based on my
Impromptu field
Div-
trip? Impromptu
divining.
field trip. Time to get the
So-
bus.
so I hear all your
All right.
concern.
Let's
Transform.
I'd be
let's go to let's pan over to Yidin for a moment for his their
th-
little
You
adventure.
got it on the third one.
You're
Yep,
all
third
so
time.
bad at this.
Listen, how long did it take before I stopped calling you Kairos?
Please don't bring that up.
Oh my god.
So fucking bad at this, bro.
Hey, look, I've been doing
I'm
fine.
so
That's because
bad.
I'm calling Yidin. I'm just saying Yidin.
All right, where is you didn't
What are
just
my
like, bro? You
pronouns,
just
Peter?
there are no pronouns. There are only
Whatever
nouns.
you want them to be, Yidin.
Instead of say,
pronouns-
instead of
Not
say
pro.
my name, it's say my pronouns.
Say my pronoun.
Your
Say
nouns
According
aren't
to-
pro enough.
According to
Okay,
Language,
all
my
right. So
pronouns
you
were
went to go
Yidin.
fucking find Janatimo, right?
Yeah, I mostly because as professors we've never had to figure out like if there's like a system to how like we do field trips, if we as professors can just like decide that, or if there's like a permission slip. So and also I'm going to explain him the reason why we're probably going to just be gone for like a month.
All right. So you arrive at Janatimo's office, and he's like, "Oh, you didn't come in. Wait, don't you have class right now?"
Yes, but it appears one of our students, Iboko, has left after getting a message from her village, where her family stays.
Like left campus.
Yes, in a hurry even.
my.
After hearing that, I performed a read omens, and the omen I got seems to imply that if we have the goal to help her, that it will require the strength of at least 6, but at least 15 in this case, I think.
Seems
As
good.
the
Specific.
omen I got was at least a little bit worrisome and implied that we would need the help of our students if we were going to
Trust in the
assist
strength of
Iboko.
thousands, that it will lead you to ruin.
Yes. I will. If Jonathan asks for the full read omen, then I will tell him the strength of thousands will lead you to ruin, but also to your goal.
That's certainly interesting. Hmm. This is concerning.
Considering the hurry Iboko was in as she left, I worry that the ruin may be her own hometown. No, I'm not one to go looking through one's mail, though. So rather than violate her privacy, I think it's best if we just go after her. But for the Omen, I think it's also good if we have our students there. If only because it seems to imply that we will need their help. But also because I think it will be good for them to go out and help people. Salose has already previously expressed interest in going out and doing helpful work for the community, and I don't think it's a bad idea for some of the other ones, such as
Well, this is a
Liliana.
bit further beyond the reach of a conversant, as you had spent your time with Tamu. Gosh,
Yes, but
I
unlike
don't
us, when
actually
we were
have
conversants,
authority
they
for
will have.
make a decision on this. To be frank,
Fair enough. I
um,
wanted to double check with you mainly because we don't exactly know what the legality of or rules for this were. While it is true that we as conversants didn't do much outside Nantambu,
I have two
they will
pieces of
have
advice.
6 of us there.
I have two pieces of advice. The first, yes, while we should respect our students' privacy and not go through them, there's also concern of personal safety.
Yes.
If she still has that letter in her room or wherever read, I would suggest possibly looking into it. This is a cause for alarm, after all, a student suddenly abandoning the school and rushing off for who knows what reason. And second, I would talk to High Sun Mage, actually. If you're going to upend your class and take a field trip way out of Antambu, it will probably last at least a few days.
That is a good idea. Thank you for the
Yes.
advice.
And somewhat serendipitously, I do believe I heard Oyamba speaking about how he wanted to see how your classes were as teachers. Two birds, one stone.
That's likely for the best. Thank
Well,
you for
good
your
luck.
advice. I'll go speak to the High Sun Mage and I guess, plunder someone's mill.
Yes, well.
Life's never boring.
Oh, no, it isn't. Good luck. Alright.
Question,
One
Firefly, do you at some point attempt to message Yidin, or do you just try to message Shiboko?
She tries a couple times to message Iboko and then informs Yadin that if she can't get in contact,
She's out of
informs
range. She's
Yadin
way out
that
of range.
she's way out of range of her message spell. Since Firefly can do a mile, that's pretty far.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay,
Well, not per.
Wait,
You get what I'm
wow,
saying.
that's a big
I'll
fucking
reply back in the short few words that I have talked to John Timo, going to talk to High Sun Mage, likely field trip, also plundering mill.
She was checking if she was still like in the school.
Yeah.
Which I don't think the school is in a mile in bigness, except if you're going to the dorms, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Probably like about a mile and
But yeah, I'll inform Firefly that that's what I'm doing. I'll ask Firefly to ask either Zeta or Aruru to come meet me at the High Sun Mage, because they are Tempest Sun Mages, I'm pretty sure. Because
Zeta will go.
Yeah, Firefly would inform both of them.
mainly because I think it's a good idea to have one of the people who are trying to learn Tempest Sun Mage stuff.
Alright. So, back at the hall of the world's funniest fucking class.
It was a very good test.
Oh my god. Since the whole class seems to have been like derailed a little bit, and they figured out like Yidin's little trickery pretty much immediately here. Some of them are kind of writing some things down or like gathering their stuff up. And Ignacy himself is like, "Excuse us, professors. I think we would like to go back to our dorms early."
Very well. I understand your worries about Iboko. Sure, Yidin is talking to Janatimo right now. I would ask that, if you're gonna look into it, don't go too far because we might call upon you and we'll probably look into this all together. But just, it will be sorted out. Don't worry about that.
Yes, professor. Like Oni, where you fucking power walking out. And everyone else is gathering their things up. The naughty do their, bows. They're very polite, comparatively speaking, but everyone's they're making their way out pretty hastily.
Hmm.
Firefly just crosses her arms.
So, what are we thinking, everyone?
Hmm.
It is strange that she just abandoned the entire Gambia without informing anybody.
The fact that she
Except
didn't inform anyone is maybe a little worrisome. But on the other hand, we know,
looks at
given
Munabi
Iboko's
worried.
troubles,
People
how
do
much
impulsive things under duress.
we know how much she cares about her family, given what she was previously thinking, as far as we're aware. If something did happen to her family, I don't think it'd be all that odd for her to just leave in a panic and forget to mention it to someone. It's just, it's a while away. She's alone.
And the
Not exactly
forest
the
is
safe.
dangerous.
The thing is, if we're gonna set up a large expedition, don't expect to be catching up. We probably run into whatever the aftermath is. She has a head start, and we have a lot of people to organize first. I just hope that at the end of it, it always seems to be a little bit of an over-exaggerated mess. Would be nice if things could just turn out that way for once, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
But did anyone Firefly, could you reach out to
I
Yidin, or did you do that already?
did that already. That's why I asked Aruru and Zeta. I need to inform you, Aruru and Zeta, to go to the. I think it was the head sun, like OOC, head sun
Hi,
Sun
Sun
Mage.
Mage.
breaker. High sun mage. High sun mage's office. That's where you're gonna be able to meet up with Yadin.
I
Very well.
I can message off across the entire school. Kick. I was trying to step around. We both did the same thing at the exact same time. OOC.
Hi, Sun Mage. Oh,
But
yum.
Firefly looks at
Is-
Malimbi.
We don't need to move. I don't need
Are
to move my token all the way to the door. We're gonna be back up here next time we're on the screen anyway.
are you okay, Malimbi?
I mean,
Firefly says, looking.
well, I mean, I'm doing
Well,
okay so far. Prefer to stay seated,
what did
though.
the doctor say about? What did the doctor say about your leg?
No, I didn't go see a doctor yet because I already know what it is by now. Given how it's just been getting worse.
Firefly
I am
Firefly
now.
looks annoyed.
I know what you're thinking. That I should consider.
Limby, didn't I ask you to go a while ago?
I thought we'd
You
agreed
may
upon.
know what it is.
Given the amount of doctors we've seen in the past, no amount of doctor visitation is going to help this.
I can't just do nothing. You're literally the only family I have. If I
I
lose
know.
you,
You're not gonna. I'm working on it. If I knew what to do about this, then I wouldn't have lost my brother. But unfortunately, so far, not a single doctor we've talked to were able to do anything about it. But that doesn't mean I can't
what
give
are
it a try. Perhaps some
doesn't
sufficiently.
mean I don't.
I know you're worried. I know. No, I. I'm not exactly sure what to do about it. But I'm gonna
It,
try and find out. I know enough about medicine. Perhaps I can find something out. Maybe I can do some groundbreaking discovery. Or perhaps we can find some sufficiently high power
you don't have forever to do so, though. With how quick this has been progressing,
with
let
the
me
speed.
help. What can I do to
Absolutely.
assist?
I don't know yet, but if I promise you, and I hope this will be enough for you, but I promise you that the moment I have something you can help me with, I'll let you know. You'll be the first to know. But at the rate this is going, I'll probably have like a couple years still. And as he says that out loud, he has a moment of reflection where he just kind of stares for a second. I No, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna beat this together. Okay?
Okay.
As he slow gets up.
Let's get to the rest of the party here. All right. So you call up Zeta and Aru and Zenzen follow suit, right? But before they even meet up with you, you know come into contact with the Heist Sun Mage before anyone gets there. How do you want to open?
So am I just like walking into his office, or is this like, or do I not meet him in the office?
You meet him at the office.
Okay.
We're gonna be open up.
Greetings.
Ah, yeah. So you're one of the new teachers. I was meaning to speak with you all after classes.
Indeed. Well, uh, me and I'm still waiting for some companions that are also coming, but we have something that we would like to request. One of her students, Iboko, she's left the Magambia today in a bit of a huff after getting news from her home village. Something that she's been struggling with a bit on that particular topic. And as I tried to somewhat divine the reason she left today, I got a divination. The implication of the divination is that in order to help her, that me and my companions would have to go to her village. And I'd like to make the request for all of us that we take the rest of our student body with us, as the definitions seem to imply that we need the strength of more than 6.
Come, let's return to your office, your classroom. Speak with this with the... So,
Very well.
this and that happens, you all end up meeting along the way and go back into the classroom. Let's just drag you all back. Eew.
Ah, right. The Mirage. I'll dismiss the Mirage.
It made teaching a little difficult.
Well, I was meant to be here for that for the day, so that if someone figured it out, I could dismiss it at that point. I was,
Well,
however,
Frederick
distracted.
did figure it out pretty quickly. Even Mariama managed to point out what spell it was. So
Oh,
it
very
took
impressive.
So do remember to give people extra credit where it.
I will. We'll both
Now,
get an
the
additional
matter at
points.
hand. So, you say one of your students has gone missing, yeah?
Yes,
Mhm.
Iboko, the very talented dwarven woman. We have been trying to help her with some struggles that she's had while being here at the Magambia, as she doesn't struggle much with her work here, but heavily struggles with her place here, as she feels guilt that she's allowed to be here rather than her family, who's working hard at their home in their village. Apparently, today some milk got delivered from her home, and she stormed off the campus afterwards.
See. This certainly is precedent. Thanks for a moment.
Yes.
And as this happens, the classroom doors open up, and your students come marching in, and it seems like most of them are like packed with like backpacks and like hiking gear and stuff on them. They kind of just come up like in unison, and they just Goss leading the pack here is like, professors, forgive us. However, we've decided that we must go after Iboko, see if she's all right.
Gosh, I love the I
I had
love
kind
the
of seen this coming.
united front and presentation. Excellent use of rhetoric. But I had wished that you would have waited like 5 minutes for us to just get permission for this before we...
Well,
you know what? It's fine.
The high
Excellent.
sun mage kind of like
Excellent.
puts a like
You
a hand for
always
you, like
know,
to
yeah.
stop for a moment, and he's got kind of like a smirk on his face. He's like, teachers lead their students most of the time, but here at the Magambia, we believe that teachers must be prepared to go where their students lead them as well. As he gestures kind of out to your group, if your students are eager to experience the wider world, it is up to you to guide them, not to stop them. But I cannot allow your students to abandon their studies, no matter how important they feel the task before them to be. As I recall, Kyutu is a village of boat makers and fishers on the Turbo River near Turbo Lake. It's also within a day or so of a very important research site that the school has been hoping to investigate for quite some time. This ruined city, Bloodsalt, has been mostly reclaimed by the red silt of the lake, but it once held a civilization of poorly understood dragon speakers, about which we know little. With some archaeological work, we could learn much more. And as he says that, he looks out over your little crowd of students and says, "Students, I would like to assign you a few semesters of practical research in the ruins of Bloodsalt. You'd have to delay your departure a few days so we can outfit you with necessary archaeological supplies and research materials. You'll be expected to keep detailed research notes about Bloodsalt, as whatever you write will be the only official record the school has. You could check on your friend while you're in the area. That'd be acceptable." And then, the rest of your whole student body, like, kind of nods in agreement. And, they seem to be determined and, they're kind of excited now at this point. As they start kind of, like, murmuring to each other, like, about, like, the archaeological fight and site, and be like, what if Iboko went there or something, and this and that. Whatever have they, and as the High Sun Mage kind of raises a hand, like, all right. So, professors, what do you all think?
Well, I mean, I was never gonna let them go on their own, but I also wasn't gonna stop them. So
I
this
think-
works out as far as I'm concerned.
I think on this particular idea, we are all quite united.
That's what I like to see. I will mention, though, Bloodsalt has some dangers, but I can think of no group of lore speakers more capable of meeting them. You might even convince
good,
your
no,
errant
that's not
student to
good.
return to her studies, as she could do so close to home. Yeah.
Excellent plan. Students,
What was the archaeological site called again?
Bloodsalt.
Lots.
students, get some rest. Begin preparing for your materials and research papers for both travel and for workout in the fields. Make sure you are rested well enough, as over in a few days we will be setting out.
Aurora is going to pipe up and say, make sure you drink plenty of water. Dehydration starts the day before. I am
Yeah,
being serious.
They all take the advice to heart and say their goodbyes as they return. Fare a little bit better, a little bit more.
Good. Don't need any of them cramping up from light activity just because they didn't drink enough water.
I think you should
You're
remind
commanding
Ignacy.
Aurora.
I think you should remind Ignacy again later.
Oh, I will.
Damn.
Damn.
Bro has low con, what the hell? Taking on him.
Hi, Sun Mage. Thank you for allowing this.
Well, I'll drink water too. Okay.
Yes. I'm glad to see your time as teachers is leading you well. Have all your students united like this. Now then, I'm going to speak with Zoken to get your necessary supplies ready. Prepare for the journey ahead.
Yes, we should also.
Internally, far as it goes, we're leaving campus.
I mean, if we're leaving campus, we're going further away from what's her face.
Why do you have to go and bring that up? Anyway, if we have preparations to do, I'm gonna should probably do some research on the local topography of the area, see what kind of creatures we can expect to run into there. Anyone willing to join me, feel free to. I'm gonna make sure we know what we're heading into this time. Also see maybe see if we need to bring some specialized equipment. Beyond that, I wonder how many days do you think we have?
I'm going to guess 2 to 3.
Probably don't want to wait too long, I
A
imagine.
wise estimate.
But
Now,
it should
I'll
be
leave
good.
you all to it. Get some
Yes, we
rest.
got plenty to prepare. Thank you, High Sun Mage. All right. So I don't know what you guys are planning to do in the meantime. Anyone? 5 other people here?
I mean, I'm basically as prepared as I need to be. I don't have anything else I need to do as long as nothing happens.
Look, when
Okay.
I
And I'll do
pa-
whatever Ruru says.
whenever I in my life had to pack up everything and move my whole life, it was usually across dimensions, so this is not that much.
I'm gonna point out he did say a few semesters as an estimate. So, like, actually, unironically, your whole life is being packed up right now.
Oh, yeah, sure, but
He's
that's
keeping away.
not what I mean.
No, but I mean, like, to the group. It's like, no, Rui, you're not packed up right now. You need to, like, get all of your clothes. Not just like, oh, we're going on a weekend trip. No, you're gonna go out and live somewhere else for, like, months, possibly.
Well, I mean, Firefly, I would recommend that you start renting out that house that you bought.
No. I mean, I
Gonna get a
appreciate the
house sitter?
Oh
suggestion.
gosh, I'm gonna have to ask somebody to watch all my silkworms.
Oh, right.
No.
I mean, you could probably ask Anchor Root, right?
Anchorroot, or what's the professor? God, I'm blanking on her name.
Ulawa?
Yeah.
I'll
Think
probably ask Siege to watch. Everybody's blocking the way. Gently moves around to get in. Around Daru.
Let's see. With the supplies, I assume they'll probably provide tents. But that said, I think,
You know how how useful it is to have wings? She just wraps herself up in it. Portable blanket. Portable tent. Covers her head.
I mean, but still, does that really keep you warm though? What if it rains?
You know how easy it is to just find somewhere that has cover. A tree is mostly enough, and waterproofing. How do you expect me to be able to fly if my wings aren't good? Come on, gonna have to ask one of our neighbors to help keep an eye on our house.
Oh, yeah, true. All right. We'll be back. Whoever wants to join me in the library later, I'm gonna do that research on all the creatures and everything and topography of the area we're heading to. I'll see you then. If not, tomorrow, I suppose.
Firefly was. You saw Firefly flick her wrist like she was about to do something, but then she stopped.
Were you about to fucking throw him?
No, she was about to gently pick him up, but put him at her side. Gently pick up,
Gotcha.
put down next to her.
You know, I want to point out something because I was about to say, all right, so if you're gonna go research the area, do either DC 20 diplomacy check to gather information, or DC 22 nature, society, or irrelevant lore, whatever. And then I read down at the bottom of the paragraph, and it's like more information about both locations can be found on page 166 of Lost Omens Mwangi Expanse.
Huh.
And I'm just like, wait,
What?
That's
Huh?
a separate book. That's not a part of the adventure path. That's like, oh, this
Read-
whole like fucking lore book.
Read about the setting, GM.
Oh man, I really wish I had a daily third level.
I do, man. Well, listen, okay, you know it's awkward. I could tell you more about the mummy city that's further to the west, but I don't know fucking anything about Blood Salt. Like, fucking.
I don't entirely blame you. Like, there's some places are more interesting than
All
the
right,
others.
like I just want to point that out. Like that's like a very awkward like wait a minute kind of moment, right?
don't
But
blame you,
let me
some
let me
are
go
more
ahead
Be right
and
back.
peruse that real quick.
We don't happen to have like 360 gold to spend.
You guys have money.
360?
You have a bunch of stuff in your party staff. Just don't forget, fucking sell that garbage. God damn it.
Wait, what? Because I don't know. I was thinking that if it wasn't too expensive, I could just go out and buy a third level one of Cozy Cabin.
Nah.
You know, go
Lives
camping
in
in
his fucking
style.
cabin.
But like,
I mean, how much
like
is
it
that?
just it's
What is it again?
360 gold for a third level
Oh
one.
Jesus!
Yep,
So
that's
yeah, that's maybe a little much for something we only ever get use out of on a fucking field trip.
Yeah.
Like in Dragon's Den, it would have been pretty neat because we were
Yeah,
traveling a
true.
lot. But in this,
I am back.
welcome back.
Could we have used Cozy Cabin on the boat?
yes,
I mean,
and it would be funny.
probably.
It wouldn't be really
Would be
useful,
funny.
but it would be very funny.
Versace, it's a 20 by 20 cabin.
Okay.
That would have just fit on the boat, I believe, and I don't know what that would have done to its weight distribution.
I mean, does that happen to it? Because it's like it never doesn't say anything about like the ground you have to place it on. Like it's
No,
like,
I know.
is it magic? Is it weighted? Does it matter? Could you put it on the
Probably.
crow's nest and it'll just magically like just balance up there?
But I mean, it does go out to specify that the walls of the hut are simple and wooden with small square glass windows and one wooden door. It doesn't include its own lock, but it has a fastener to which a lock can be applied. So like,
That seems more about
it's
the
climate
wall
controlled
hardness.
though. It's climate controlled.
It's climate controlled. I see.
But incredible heat, cold, or powerful storm zone winds of hurricane force or greater do destroy the hut. So it's like it is a physical thing. It exists.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna drop 360 gold on.
It would be very funny.
Bro, imagine you're all just out there in a tent on a field trip going after a classmate that you're worried about, and your teachers are just magically conjuring up a fucking cozy cabin and living in that instead. Flex.
They'd just be like, what the hell?
Hell, man.
It's like
Whatever.
fucking what is it like? It's like when like you have a fucking PE teacher and you're like run laps in the hot sun, like go into like an office that
And he's
looks
sitting
out
there
the
sipping
window
a
and
fucking
it's
cocktail.
AC. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
So, does anyone want to gather information about Turbo Lake or Blood Salt?
Yes.
Yes. All
What do
right.
you want me to? What do you want me to
Yeah.
roll?
Diplomacy, Nature, Society, or a lore skill if you got it.
Well, you know I have a lore skill.
This isn't about a creature, all right. This is about a location. God.
Yeah, but I have the diverse lore feat, which is
Fuck it,
that
I'll
I
throw
take a
my
minus
hand
2.
in.
The Hando.
Out of the Malimbi know just as much.
Insane.
Except Malimbi
Doesn't
used
everybody
a
do
lore.
diplomacy to gather information?
Yeah. That's what I just said. You could roll
Ah.
diplomacy. Either way. Those are some successes over there. Alright, so. Terrible Lake. So the deal with Terrible Lake is that, on its shore sit numerous ruined cities that lie at its northern edge of the Magul Plains. The waters of Turwa Lake, which feed into the Turwa River, of course, sit in the caldera of a long dormant volcano. Volcanic gas seeps into the cold water of the lake, sitting latent until a little bit of seismic activity releases it as a deadly cloud. This dense invisible gas lingers for days at a time, kind of choking out any sort of low-lying life that lies within miles. And while it's possible for people to walk through the area with their heads above the gas, it only takes a sudden gust of wind for one to meet a very quick, silent death. So natives around this area will wear silver charms that tarnish in the presence of the poison, and they refer to this gas as dead man's breath.
Okay, so don't go anywhere near the fucking lake. Got it.
Also, the ruined city of Blood Salt, which lies north of Q2, one of those cities near Turwa Lake. The ruined city of Blood Salt is named so after the region's red, iron-rich silt that gives the ground and water the appearance of fresh blood. It sits on the eastern edge of Turwa Lake, though much of the ruin lies beneath a thick layer of silt. Past excavations have revealed depictions of people sprouting dragon-like wings and flying through the sky, which lends to the ruins' nickname, the City of the Dragon Speakers. The thing that, the High Sun Mage was talking about. The exact meaning of the images are unclear at this time, but attempts to find out more are usually halted by, clouds of the dead man's breath from Terra Lake. Yippee! Stranger theories surrounding blood salt exist, as there is ample speculation about the true nature of the dragon speaker symbols. Some scholars propose that the dragon speakers are the disembodied souls of blood salt residents, ascending to a divine realm above and leaving their bodies to soak the soil red with blood. Every now and again, they say these bodies will reach up with their hands, searching for their spirits and dragging anyone they grasp down into the depths of the earth. Though unverifiable, the explanation makes for a popular cautionary tale to keep children from straying too close to Turbo Lake. So, that's the deal with Turbo Lake and blood salts. EU2 itself, though, is a somewhat unremarkable fishing village that, they fish around Turbo River. They're not really rich. They're kind of out of the way. They're just there. They try to avoid the dead man's breath. So,
Fair enough.
that's the lore on that. Now then, we can fast forward a couple days as Zokin and High Sun Mage have prepared you all supplies to go on your grand archaeological dig with some carts and some donkeys and all sorts of supplies here and there, camping supplies, food, archaeological tools, plenty of paper and ink and quills. And Oyamba shares directly with you all some of those silver charms I mentioned when you were gathering your information, and tells you all much what I just said, where keep these on you at all times once you approach Turwa Lake, and also distribute them among your students. They will tarnish in the presence of the dead man's breath. You see that, turn around and run. Seek high ground immediately. Don't want to drop dead from poison gas.
Wait.
We've been poisoned before and it wasn't fun.
it's gaseous air, right? Gas in the air.
Yes.
Firefly could push all the air away, all the gas away, right?
Well,
If I
that's
mean,
certainly helpful. However, you never know if how much there is, and it's invisible.
True.
You can't see it.
and it's also useful for our students who may at times be off and
Yeah, no,
without us.
I was just thinking. I wasn't saying to dismiss it.
Firefly will definitely be of great use in a volcanic, poisonous hellscape.
Use caution.
I can only create a bubble and maintain it for so long before I get tired, though.
Yeah, so it's best we are careful
High
still.
Sun Mage holds up one of these charms in front of him. This is like, this is caution, and place it into your palm very like knowingly, like, don't let anyone get hurt. As for Izokin, he approaches with his like clipboard with an incredibly detailed list of every single thing you're taking, and he kind of like goes on and on about this for like 5 minutes straight. And then he gets to his end of his spiel. I was like, "Did I make myself clear? Would you like me to repeat that?"
Clear as rain.
That's right. All right, you're off then. Couple of donkeys and all these supplies.
Before we go, can I buy a quick, like, 5-pack of cantrip cards?
Absolutely.
I don't remember what they were actually called, what the actual item name is. Cantrip deck.
Yeah, I
that
think it
has
was
a
literally
5-pack
cantrip deck.
of a single common cantrip, and I want to get the cantrip Deep Breath.
I was just about to say deep breath
Yeah,
because Zenzen was about to say in character.
Deep.
But this is why I learned deep breath, and no other reason. Wow.
yeah, I'm buying the 5-pack.
None of you have any fucking tokens on this map, and it has none of its labels. I'm
blind!
mad.
Blind!
We're gonna use Dame because everyone can see through Dame.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Dame's the mascot
My
of the party now.
doesn't exist right now.
Fuck you. She's the omniscient eye
And
of the
whose fault
party.
is that?
Everyone sees through Zenzen's.
No, no!
Anyways, I can't believe they made this map with no fucking labels. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, no labels at all. Really?
I mean, I'm gonna guess that this
It does in the
is
PDF,
the
but I have to go
volcano.
fucking find it. Like shit.
I'm
Why
gonna
is it
guess
not?
that this is the volcano.
No, that's the lake.
John Paizo, are you stupid?
Or the lake volcano. You know what I mean.
Lake Kano.
That's probably the lake.
Is this?
Lacuria.
Where
Would
is
Rue have
this?
had objections for sleepovers with Zenzen for a while now?
Nah, no objections.
Because there's no Dame.
Where the fuck
What do
is
you
this
mean?
map
Dame's
supposed
right
to be?
there.
Firefly would also be making sure Melibby's okay.
He's fine. He's just walking a lot slower than he would have in the past. Because
Oh
he's afraid of how
shit,
slow
there's a
walking.
fucking cool archetype associated with this book. Alright, well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll tell you all about that when you get there. Holy shit.
Do you need me to princess carry you, Malimbi?
No, I'm fine. That said, just as precaution among the supplies, I did spend some gold to make sure that it's gonna hurt saying this, but there is a wheelchair among the supplies. Put down the gold for it myself.
What's up with your legs?
Where the fuck is my
Did I not
shit?
tell you this before?
I don't think you mentioned it much.
So did I ever tell you about my brother? And
You have told us about your brother.
have I told you why he's not around anymore?
No.
So the reason I'm so fixated on leaving a legacy and living my best life is mostly my brother, because he never got. When he was young, he developed a disease that slowly deteriorated the muscles in his legs and then worked its way upwards. Pointed it, well, killed him. It took a few years, but he never got to achieve any of the dreams he spoke of to me. Well, initially, becoming a grand mage was his wish, so I've made it mine in honor of. I do genuinely enjoy magical theory and everything as well, but yeah, that would very much be one of the deciding factors why I am here right now. Unfortunately, it is a genetic disease, and given that I am a clone of his, I have the same genetic predisposition.
I see, and it started to climb up to
It
your legs.
it didn't manifest for a good long while, given how long I've lived so far. But well, initially what I thought was just a limb from, blowing myself up. I started to have some doubts when we talked a while back about the origins of one's powers and then how that conversation turned into reflections, how that would work for them. And well, given that it is progressing from a limp to difficulty walking, well,
Firefly would be carrying most of the gear for
I assume
Malimby
and
as
we have
well.
like a massive fucking cart and everything with us as well, given that we're basically on a big fucking field trip.
Big ass field trip. You're going from the jungle to the plains to this other
So,
river. So the current river you're on with Nantambu, this like basically kind of canal town. It's almost like Venice, honestly, how Nantambu is built. You're on the Vanji River, right? That's the name of the river you're on. And then Turbo River is the one that's coming out of, the big blood red lake, as per described. So, the lake is up in the, caldera, which is, the base, the crater of a volcano that is inactive. And then it flows south or north up into the ocean. So Kyoto is on, as well as the ruins of Blood Salt being further south in the mountain side. Those are your goals. Go the fuck west. Look how wonderful the world is. How much just stuff there is. So, any questions, team? Any concerns? Any last minute items or things you gotta take care of before we move forward?
Nah.
I was wondering
Hitters.
I think we're
why Dom rolled D12. Stop that. Anyway, I have that atmospheric staff, but that just gives Gale Blast and Air Bubble. I mean, Air Bubble only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
That could be useful. Gale Blast. Eh? Comparatively, I have Animal Staff, which is Runic Body, which is. I think at this point, Runic Body isn't doing anything. But Know the Way could have a use. I don't know. Do you think Gale Blast and Air Bubbles probably more useful here than Know the Way? Where I will always know which way is north, the cantrip, and also can know where we've been in the last 24 hours. So in case we get turned around.
Could be useful, yeah. Because it was which air bubble versus the Node away. How many people does air bubble affect? Or is it like an area?
As a reaction for when it enters an environment where it can't breathe. And I would assume, like, if you're in an area where breathing will kill you, I would like to imagine that counts as an area where you can't breathe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Not anymore. But yeah. Like, air bubble can come in clutch in case some, like, major disaster happens or something. I guess no other way is just like we have enough smart people here. Probably that doesn't matter anymore. Running body doesn't matter anymore.
I mean, we have the we have the silver charms and everything, so as long as we keep an eye on that, should be fine.
Eh.
Oh.
Oh, we lost Momo.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is unexpected.
that's not usually Musashi.
I don't know. Well, either way, I have to pee right now. So I'll be right back, and hopefully
I'll make it a short break. There's the Moo.
There he is. Are you alive?
Discord, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just died.
Yeah. So Copter's
Okay.
taking a quick pee break. So let's see. Because what are you trying to? Are you switching out one of your cantrips or something?
No, it's staff. Which
Staff.
staff I prepared?
I mean, air bubble might be nice for people that can't get away in time. We probably won't get lost, right? We have a map on us, right?
Yeah. I was like, what do I do for familiar abilities? But I'm like, oh, right.
And I have 5 castings of breath on me, so like I have like almost an hour of being able to hold my breath.
What level does it cast it at? It's a cantrip, so it's like
it's I mean it's a
Oh,
cantrip.
yeah.
So
Heightened
it's
fourth
Zay-
level is 8 hours.
Zeta doesn't need to breathe, so if
probably base
anyone's
level.
going to get stuck in that gas, you could probably
That's 8.
try and
Heightened
push them
second.
out.
Okay, 1 hour. My bad. It's still 1 hour, and you only lose 10 minutes if you speak.
Wait, you did.
Yeah.
Wait, it can be any. Is it?
Like, what is the item?
It's the cantrip deck 5-pack.
Cantrip deck
So
5-pack.
effect. You envision your desired cantrip causing its cards to rise to the top of the deck and draw the card. The deck casts that cantrip first rank spell with a DC of 15 and a spell attack modifier of +5. Card crumbles into dust as the cantrip takes effect. The activation takes the same number of actions as the cantrip you chose takes. So it's
Okay, as a first level spell.
So it's still 10 minutes, but like that's 10 minutes should be plenty to get the hell out of there. And I can do that 5 times. Because for the 5-pack, I think it all has to be the same cantrip.
Yeah. The 5-pack is all a single one.
I don't know if it. I don't know if it's like you get 5 cards of a single common cantrip. So that implies that all 5 cards have to be the same cantrip, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it specifies for the 24-pack, which is a full pack, 1 of each cantrip in the core rulebook.
It's funny. You know what you can do for earn income? Do card pack opening streams.
We just buy random cantrip deck 5-packs and then just do opening streams.
Yeah, just opening streams to get earn income.
Bro,
Let's
the
go.
I found this mystery box on the dark web. Fucking stream is just a deck of many things.
Ooh. I mean, if people knew you were opening a deck of many things on stream, I feel like that would get you a lot of views.
Yeah.
Probably just the once though, because you're opening a deck of many things. Anyway.
That's when you find out the whole thing is like rigged, and it's like, oh my god, I rolled the tower. Oh, I got my brand new house.
Well, there's deck of destiny in 2E.
Yeah, that's like the Gatewalkers campaign thing where it's like you get your like archetype or like background from a card, basically. You get something. You get like a superpower from the cards. It's like four.
This is item level 25.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I forget. That was either the MacGuffin of that campaign, or it's like this is how you get your superpowers for this campaign's bonus campaign, like things.
Yeah, deck of destiny, deck of heritage. A lot of decks. So many decks.
They really like flopping out their big decks at Paizo, you know?
I saw some of these items. I was looking for what items give like athletics and intimidation bonuses. And there is a page on Archives that has every item that gives bonuses listed out. A lot less than I would like for certain things, but yeah.
Alright, and wait. Where was I? Senior book. Where was the thing I was looking for?
I suppose I might as well change my level 1 scroll that I use every day, that I have every day, because it's blessed now, but we have Adaru with her aura.
Which is only 10 feet, but that's gonna probably cover up most, the frontliners, at least.
Yeah.
This isn't
Alright.
hurt. Please, Mom. Art. Oh no, let's get them.
Or you can monster art. Ooh.
Yes. I don't know. You're traveling like 200 miles in deep jungle. What do you think's gonna happen? Well, you know, riddle me that. What do you think will happen while you travel 200 miles through untamed jungle? Oh my god.
I don't know. We have an encounter where it's just like friendly cheetahs or something.
Friendly cheetahs, yeah, of course. Silly me.
I mean, there's a decent number of videos where cheetahs
Only
just kind of go up
friendly
to cameramen
cheetahs.
and just.
Why is
The
there a
only
token for
friendly
a
cheetahs
swarm of
already closed
ravens?
down.
What?
Why is there a token
You
for a
heard me.
swarm of ravens?
What?
The only friendly cheetahs has closed down already.
Cheetahs? What? What?
Now I'm more confused. I liked it better when I didn't know what he said.
Yeah. Legged knows.
This is a reference I'm
No?
too European to understand.
Oh, you don't?
Huh?
It was an establishment here in San Diego, a certain gentleman's club.
What?
Oh.
I don't go to strip
Okay.
clubs, so I'm not up to date on the stripper lore.
It was
Tragically.
closed a long time ago because it was tied to some sort of corruption thing.
That doesn't
Damn,
change
that's
it. Not
crazy.
going to
I'm
strip clubs and not
28,
knowing
so that is before my time, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, it happened in the early 2010s.
That was when I was in high school.
Don't watch it. Oh, never mind. Don't
I
watch
graduated in 2014. Shit.
it. You don't watch the news.
You're right. I don't watch the news.
It is known like it
Yeah.
lives under a rock.
It's true. When I was 14, I was not watching the local news. My bad, dude. I was more concerned with fucking what the hell was cool when I was 14. I was more concerned with the newest book for Pathfinder First Edition. Fucking horror adventures, yippee!
Beyblade was cool.
You remember all four when Horror Adventures was new?
God, no.
What do you mean no?
Well, like, are you talking about like a book of horrors or horror adventures?
Horror Adventures, the ones with like the where you could be like half xenomorph and there was the like
Oh.
fears and like phobias and shit.
Yes, you weren't 14 at that time.
I was more likely like 17 or 16 when that happened, but I do remember it because that book
How
came
old
out.
are you?
I'm 28 as of yesterday.
Okay, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, that was if you were 17 then, I would have been like 16, and I wasn't 16 when I was talking to you guys about Pathfinder.
Yeah, you
Time
were.
is convoluted and
Because that was when like we were watching like following Squiddish and stuff. That's
Well, yeah, but like that was at least a few years after. Like I was at least like 18.
Oh, I don't know. You did fucking wow. You got into the fucking Pathfinder thing after me? No fucking way. Holy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got into
That's
Pathfinder
crazy.
through you. The first campaign I was ever in was when
Really?
you were a GM. It was Skulls and Shackles. We
Oh
played it for
my
5 levels.
god! What?
I blow like it's mind
I
today.
thought you were already into Pathfinder before that, dude. Holy shit, that's crazy.
Wow, lore.
No.
Wait, you got the
Well,
D
anyway, about
Pathfinder
those
lore.
monsters.
It was about
That's
those
gonna
monsters.
kill us.
Where did it go? Token. Where is it?
Why my brain go to like an idea? It's like when you suddenly hear your GM say, "Oh, this monster doesn't have a stat block." Either it's the least important thing, or the most important thing. If it doesn't have a stat block, because gods don't have stat blocks. Kaiju have stat blocks?
Of course
They did
do.
in 1E. They did in 1E. And we did the math. It turns out Agmazar, the Star Titan, he can do reverse gravity, right? But it's his reverse gravity, not the spell. So the way it works is it exponentially like doubled in range every round it went on, and it went on for like it was like 10 minutes or something like that, right? But because of that, the range gets so big that unironically it pushes the moon out of orbit if he used that on planet Earth.
Yeah.
And it's not like for like one round, it's for like a significant amount of time, like 2 minutes or something like that. It's like, what the fuck? This man
the trout population.
this will affect the trout population as the trout all float up into the sky. So yeah, if he casts it on a planet, he can effectively kill everything on it. Jetty, you pinned a message in our messages. I don't know. What is this? I actually don't know what you. Jetty?
Maybe a misclick.
Monster Hunter mod. Ignore it.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Very useful mod. Yeah, the fucking Rainbow Spirit Bird. Because the worst thing about Monster Hunter Rise is fucking Mario go-karting around the map to get your Spirit Birds, and you really have to do that when you start getting to the high-level content, because, like, you will die if you don't, and it's really annoying, and I hate it. So, yeah. I recommend that. Anyways, Pathfinder, what we were doing. Alright. Fucking traipse through the jungles. Montage. Where do we have? Search it.
I can't hear the word jungle without thinking of that one shit post. Whose video was it in?
Spirits of the Jungle.
I think it was in a Maxor video where he talks about like Spore DLC, where it just cuts to a trailer with jump jungles, and that's all I can hear in my head. It's stuck and it won't leave.
All right, team. You head out into the jungles for your first day out. Or let's say the second day out, because your first day out, you go off the road of Duntabu to the west, and that road slowly turns into a trail. Then that trail slowly turns into tracks. And from there, you're in wild, uncharted territory. So, as you, a group of, I guess, not adventurers, but teachers that quite magically powerful and inclined, and well learned of knowledge, also accompanied by actual adventurers, ironically enough, your side character students, the Anati Seekers, very, very adept at going through the jungle here, and definitely help anyone that's, like, falling behind. So overall, your group is in good shape. Even a city slicker like Ignacy will get through with the help of your Anati Seekers. You guys are just powerful enough to overcome the basic challenges of the jungle, and the whole group moves in unison.
Also, Malimbi has,
However,
from his nomad background, he's good in the jungle. He has assurance survival and is particularly good in the jungle. So he has
nice.
jungle lore.
However,
Wow.
as you're traipsing through, you come across something of note. Rather, the sound of something of note. You hear a rustle off in the jungle, and then you hear a familiar voice. You hear Iboko's voice coming off from the trees, and you hear her shouting, "Father, I'm coming! I'm coming to help!"
Uh-oh.
What do you do?
Firefly, can you shoot her a message?
I mean, can I discern what direction the sound is coming from?
West. So, if you were to go to, say, Kyoto, it would be that direction.
Oh, guess we're fucking going.
Firefly messages her.
Where are we on the map
You
right
try
now?
to... I'm using Dame as a representation. So you're across the river from
Ah.
Nantambu. You're not that far out, but you're in the jungle still. So, Firefly, you go to magically contact Iboko, as she is a person you're familiar with, and your spell most certainly should contact someone that's close enough that you can hear shouting, right? You have a mile range on that.
That's what.
As you
Yeah.
try to do Whisper on the Wind, you can't find her. It doesn't reach her.
That's not Iboko.
Hell?
Squint.
Firefly. I just got a new feat. Since we're still technically in the jungle, underbrush movement. I can stealth without actually having to roll for stealth.
That you can't.
Terrain stalker. Firefly's gonna disappear for a second and carefully, not getting too close, try to get closer to that sound.
Can I see anything from where I already
See if-
am with Soul Sight?
So, let's take you... So, you're choosing to follow the voice, yes?
Firefly is being extremely careful to not get too close.
Stealth.
She is stealthing
Transition,
this.
then. Right. Come in on the east side of this small map. Alright. So, Firefly, I need you to make for me a blind GM roll of yourself.
do I really need stealth? Because it says I don't need to roll stealth.
Oh yeah.
I just
you
had to
said
like
it
Normally,
otherwise in that
with the
type of
skill.
terrain you can attempting a stealth check. As long as you move no more than 5 feet and do not pass within 10 feet of enemy during your movement. During exploration, this will
She
allow
is
you.
moving extreme.
Okay.
Hmm?
In that
Or-
case, make the roll in case you are to come across circumstances in which
Oh.
you would violate the, requirements.
Yeah, during exploration, you can
Okay.
automatically approach within 15 feet of other creatures while avoiding notice.
Yeah, this is a very
Sweet.
powerful skill feat.
Smile. That's why I took it. I saw it. I was like, yoink. Put in Firefly skill set. Anyway, blind GM roll. You said.
Blind GM roll.
And I would like to work with her
I'm happy.
to try to see if I can already see anything with spirit sight, soul sight. May I also roll a perception?
If it does end up being Iboko, Firefly is just taking this as carefully as she can.
So I'm thinking about this. So your spirit sense, right, is cool, and you would be able to like see people. However, there's like a problem with that. You're in a jungle. There is life in
You see
every
bu-
single direction. You're
Bugs, squirrels,
Um,
small
um,
animals, big
your
mm,
animals.
soul sight, while it works, I'm not really sure if it's actually going to help you here.
Fair, I guess.
Okay. So, Firefly, and well, the rest of the group. You hear Aboko's voice, as you rush this direction, like it going further into the jungle, and you hear it like trail off like in this direction where I pinged.
Firefly is going to message Malimbi to ask him to let the group know she's going to move on ahead.
Right?
Since she's going to stealth it.
Firefly wants to do some scouting, so just try not to make. Don't blow this.
Okay.
My question is, that was definitely Iboko's.
Firefly is
If
moving
it's
as
not Iboko,
quietly and
then why does it know her voice?
There are a countless number of creatures that can impersonate.
But that's what I'm seeing.
Are
Don't
you
please tell me
messaging
that.
that are you replying to Firefly to that?
No,
With
yeah,
that
That's
while
question?
you're doing your
everyone.
while you're doing your scouting, Melimbi's talking to the group about this.
Are we all clicking on that?
Yes. Most certainly Firefly, though, is definitely going to have to click on
What I'm
that.
saying, Gideon, is if it is impersonating, then it would have needed to hear that voice, or particularly even those words, before.
Not necessarily. There are creatures that can do it just off of the passive knowledge from your thoughts. Though, how many of those are local to the nearby city of Nantambu? I don't know.
For reference, as common knowledge, there is a portal to the abyss where demons spill out in the middle of the jungle in the Mwangi.
It's less of a portal, more like a
Hole.
more like a hole.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
It's
tomato,
it's
tomato.
smaller.
And a hole.
It's not a world wound.
Well, the world wound I would define as a hole.
I would define that as a pit.
Pit. Yeah, you know what? Makes sense. Pit fiends crawl out of it.
Back to the pit.
Back to the pit.
Well, no, pit fiends don't crawl out of it. Those are devils.
Whatever, fucking bro. Whatever.
Listen here, little
Baylors.
shit.
All right, listen here, little shit, and your fucking Baylors. You know what? Fuck you. That's stupid. Draskari's general shouldn't have killed Terendelev. Draskari himself should have done it. Fucking Alcat did it right.
I mean, to be fair, that general was like a mythic Baylor, so like I kind of see.
Yeah,
him kill
but
just
like,
this
dude,
random
this is
shit.
a actual fucking like almost ancient silver dragon with a bunch of paladin levels, and then her whole squad of like army with her. Like, come on.
I mean, I guess, but like.
Like, how do you just
Like,
get no diffed? Like, come on.
I mean, like a mythic Baylor, I could definitely see kill a fucking ancient dragon. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's way cooler for the fucking cutscene in
True,
King.
like Draskari.
Yeah,
We're getting off
Draskari,
topic,
having
yes, that's
Draskari
true.
do it is way cooler and makes sense to get no diff.
Yes. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but we're getting off topic.
Anyways,
So Firefly's about to get eaten or sucked off by a succubus.
sucked off.
It's not fair.
All right. So I'll give it to Miss Soulsight. All right. So Zenzen, you know that there is a rather large creature somewhere in this underbrush, up in the trees. It is notably bigger than any of the other kind of how should I describe it? Just noise of like snakes and bugs and everything everywhere all at once. There's a noticeably large creature in the top of this tree. Where I'm pinging.
There's guys or something in that big in that tree.
Firefly carefully looks up and Firefly carefully looks up if she can hear that, because she is a little ways now.
Firefly, you don't see or hear anything amiss besides the constant background noise of the jungle.
Do I feel anything? Because of the air.
Zen's ears flatten and like her tail starts to poof up. Her tails. How many tails am I at? What, 8? 4 tails?
Quadruple tail.
Quadra tail. Do I got anything I could use here? No. I could just attack whatever's in the tree. That's an option.
Once again, you hear the shouting of Iboko's voice come from the underbrush this way, almost like it's moving further in.
Does that big presence also move?
Stays perfectly still.
Can I roll for trying to figure out what this could be? Is there something big in that could be in Dumwangi
You could roll.
that mimics?
And this is a hard one. You're using your imprecise sense of soul sight, so it would be, oh, here's a list of large-sized creatures. That's about all you know, is that whatever this, being is, it's alive, might be undead, that's a possibility, and it's large in size. Uzashi, did you catch that?
I caught like the last third of it.
Yeah, so your soul sight isn't giving you precise enough detail. I would have to list off every large-sized creature in the fucking Mwangi.
Yeah.
Which... Also,
yeah, I give those details to someone smarter, like Ruru, Yin, or Olimpi.
you have no details. You're using an imprecise sense to notice this creature. You just know it's there.
No. Well, no. I just like something possibly large that can be in the Mwangi that I'm now believing can or theorizing could mimic something.
I mean, there's not a lot to go off of,
There's
but
not a lot to go on. I mean, if Copter allows it, I can try
If you
rolling
critically
esoteric
succeed,
lore.
I will allow it.
at what check?
I'll use
It would
esoteric
be
specifically
like esoteric lore is your best bet.
Fair enough.
for-
Wow, you're really fucking. Shit. All right, Malimby. All right, Malimby. Your brain is large. You'll recognize the signs here, up in the trees. You know, maybe a flying or climbing thing. Mimicry. There's lots of parrots that can do that. If it's like a avian creature. Like I said, there's also fiends in the Mwangi. Things that could read your mind. Maybe things that need to hear you speak. Kind of weird that it's mimicking just the same phrase over and over again. They had to have heard Iboko, not telepathized her. That narrows it down quite a bit. Unless someone's trying to do something extremely clever, this seems like the main strategy and operations of a bestial fiend known as Karina. And Karinas are also known as plague birds. They're large owl-like creatures with dark red feathers and powerful talons. They will mimic the cries of other creatures to lure them in, and they delight in inflicting them with grave blight. That sounds like it's a likely fit. Also,
what are these
Firefly.
What was called?
A
I
Karina.
need to get back now. Like this. Thanks, Karina.
Thanks, Green.
That makes it way funnier than the bubble came out of the tree.
Oh my god.
Imagine you get
Also,
the monster's name wrong and it corrects you. It's like, no, it's Karina. It's like, oh, fuck, shit.
Also, Firefly. Upon your perception, you do notice something glittering. A silver necklace in this pond.
Maybe a
What?
thief. Thieves what? No.
What?
Would
You're not explaining.
She thinks it's a. Assuming it's a trap. Without, like, OOC. Like, Firefly
Alright.
would move closer to try to see what it is. But other than that, she's not getting in the water proper.
I was about to say we should probably move our tokens.
Alright.
I didn't want to make sudden movements.
Firefly,
to, like,
as you move closer to this pond, that thing stinks. That stinks really bad.
Well-
Like terrible, kind of like what do I want to say? Like broccoli or cabbage, but intensely bad.
It's like,
Jetty, you're right. You're kind of we're cutting out really bad.
I was asking, can Firefly roll calm?
You're cutting out every second.
Yeah, like I have no
Every
idea
other
what you're
word you
saying.
cut
Like
out.
would retch immediately.
I mean, I keep
My
cutting out
God!
like 10 seconds at a time.
Bro,
What do you want to
funny
roll?
enough, it didn't cut out for the fucking scream.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it didn't cut out
amusing.
the
The
scream.
one time it didn't cut out.
Might
Hello?
be just a set. Might be a
You
sensitivity.
just type it out.
What do you want to roll?
She's looking to
Toggle.
retch. That I understood. She's looking to retch.
I heard that.
You don't
part.
need to retch. You're fine, but it stinks bad. Whatever you're smelling is terrible. You're
You
fine.
don't need to roll. Yeah, you're not affected by anything, but something is up.
Doctor, would I be allowed to start slowly moving a little bit through the tree line down here to just get a little bit closer to Firefly's position?
Going to have to
That's what
sneak if you want.
I was starting to do.
Do you want me to roll stealth for that?
Yes.
It's just
Oh,
based on
man.
beetles like that.
I
I literally could be a bitch right now.
Where did Morius go?
Liz,
The Legend of Peter
Uh,
does nat 20 stealth checks.
Can I just
You might have to
You
just
become
type it out, Jetty,
this?
because it's not working today.
You might have to just type stuff.
But you become invisible. It's clear what you're doing.
Clear as air, you could say.
Clear
my-
as air.
Doesn't apply to her microphone.
There she goes, everyone's favorite Kinetistrix.
Kinetic
Me.
like
Hear me better now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you better now.
Fucking bullshit connection tonight. Anyway, basically Firefly's just using that because she's starting to feel very uncomfortable right now, and is like, "Fuck this shit. I want to go invis." So she heard Iboko's voice from up here, right? She's going to move like a little bit closer and try to like see if she sees something.
Okay. Alright. Well, as you go invisible, you don't hear Iboko again. In fact, you all hear nothing. It's as quiet as it possibly can be in the middle.
Oh no, I know exactly what fucking happened. It was trying to guide Firefly towards it, trying to make Firefly, bitch.
And I said,
yeah, it's trying to mimic someone else's voice to lure in other travelers. You're walking into an ambush.
Moment it goes quiet, Firefly.
You still have to get eyes on.
Firefly is going to do something that's gonna be a little unconventional. Can I base kinesis the tree branches? Since I can see
Yes.
those.
You can
She's just
rustle
gonna
the
make them-
branches.
Yeah, she's gonna rustle the branches.
And that is not a hostile action. It will not end your. However, on that rustling, you hear a scree as a creature pops out from the branches and flies off a little bit and like scans around. not really sure of
That's Albert.
what just happened. Or it tries to go off and land in another tree. It disappears back into the other.
Well, we know where it is
Firefly's
now.
like, am I the only one that saw that?
No.
No, like she didn't say this. She's messaging. There's nothing in the spell that Whisper on the Wind kept message the entire party.
Yeah.
So she's like, did anyone else see that? Or do I need to
Yes.
rustle the tree branches again?
No, I see it.
I don't like this.
Yeah,
Someone's gonna try to kill us.
I'm going to carefully move my way back towards you guys, and we are fucking off.
Probably the best. We have no reason to pick a fight. It is not in our way. Only thing I'm worried about
Oh fuck!
is
It's
Boko.
probably hungry and gonna come after us anyway.
Is he Boko's voice? Something's happening.
Fucking fiddlesticks ass.
Did you see
That's a
anything else?
fucking natural 2, that thing.
Oh, good.
Alright. Well. The party is hanging back. You notice move through the underbrush. Or rather, through the canopy.
Oh, good thing I
It
nat 20
moves.
my stealth roll.
Good thing I'm invisible.
It moves through, peering through between the leaves, down at you all, finding where you're all hung back for a bit. Arena has found you.
Can we start
Waiting the
blasting
perfect
it
moment
now?
to strike.
So anyway,
What choice
I
you
do
have?
believe we're now going into initiative.
you doesn't know we know yet.
No, but it wants to go into initiative.
Yeah, and as
Oh.
it got closer, I would have probably
I
also
was gonna
started just
fear
blasting
it.
it.
Yeah, but you didn't see it. That's a problem.
Use your nat 2 as your fucking initiative, bitch.
I'm
Also,
rolling stealth as mine.
yeah, I
So-
can
Was it-
use battle cry and so to say that to demoralize it.
My perception's
I'm
high,
doing
so
that too.
Well, I was relatively aware of it. Can I use intimidation?
I mean, we can because we have battle cry. That's what lets us do that.
What the fuck is battle cry? I've never seen
It's a feat.
I love that when Firefly stopped hearing Iboko's voice, she was like, fuck this shit about again. She's like, nope, I may do a lot of stupid shit, but I am
24
not.
for Zeta, the Intimidate, and 27 for me.
Tenzin?
Am I allowed?
What did you say?
Am I still allowed to like intimidate initiative since I was like staring at it in this direction because I knew where it
Sure.
kind of was?
Sure.
Not athletics, but it's better than perception.
So Musashi, no, be funny by the way. Just realized
Well,
if next time I play a rogue, all my stealth rolls go to shit.
yeah, that's how it's gonna work.
Alright, we're gonna begin initiative. Fortunately, Zenzen's not the first initiative.
She should have listened to the last one.
I rolled a fucking 2. What do you want from me?
No, I'm saying
All
you're
right.
not the last one to go.
I want to
So-
what?
Malimbi, Firefly, you guys notice a disturbance in the water as the many little like shoots and plants and grasses growing around the edges. Suddenly, some of those grasses and shoots rush across the water.
Oh. Oh no. Good thing I have that no friendly fire fireball.
And then he gets in range of Zeta. It fires! Also, before that, Zeta, you're smelling the worst, nastiest fucking swamp ass water that you've ever smelled in your life. Make a fortitude save.
Nope.
Giga Chad.
Why
Chad.
did Firefly not have to roll for it?
Oh no, you did. I just rolled it hidden.
Okay, you rolled it for me.
Yes.
The fort class passed the fort save.
Damn. Yeah, you natural 20 did, by the way. Anyways,
Gosh,
acid shoots out of this plant.
I should just continue to play
Critical
Blood
hit by plus 13 on a 16.
Alright, take 38 damage. Holy shit.
That hits me on a 0. What do you... What?
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's only 4d8, which is really weak, but holy shit, I rolled fire as fuck. But here's the real part. Make a fortitude save, Zeta.
Because it didn't appear on initiative.
Yep.
Is it
You
my
going
stealth
that?
You're right. Let me...
Ah, that's worse.
Fuck. I mean, it's
All
the
right.
same.
Failure. We're now subjected to amnesia.
Oh no!
Huh?
Here he
Oh
goes
no,
again.
not again.
We're
You're immediately off guard.
No!
Oh
all
my
the
God.
progress.
So, that happens. Wait, hang on. What is this ability? Oh, this is okay. This is it to hide. All right, hiding ability where it's like you're just a plant. Well, you are in fact just a plant in the jungle. So, good job, hidden.
Wonder what the range on that is.
All right. Anyways, that's its turn. Zentan.
That's a 23 to hit. Fuck.
What the hell?
What in the goddamn?
That's not okay.
Yeah. You can see where the budget of this encounter went.
we were all thinking this fucking bird was gonna be the problem. No, it's the plant.
The whole thing was bait from the very beginning. Truth was, the game was rigged from the start.
I don't know if I could fucking fear a plant.
Probably not.
Can you?
I would fear a bird.
I mean, you can roll knowledge
I
on
don't
it.
know. Can you? I don't know.
I mean, you know, the art is as it appears, as weird, giant, carnivorous pitcher plants.
Hmm.
No way. Oh, no, never mind, okay. I was reading its lore notes, and for a second there, I was like, wait, does this thing have intelligence?
Thing. No, that won't work. Fuck. God, this is a fucking problem. That thing spat acid, but that fucking bird's above us. I wasn't prepared for that.
Bro wasn't prepared for the
Well,
jungle
before
to
this
fight
thing
back.
gets to do anything. I'm gonna Dragon Claw myself, give the bird a -1 to its will save,
Alright.
and then I'm gonna fucking fear it. Wait, no, it's 30 feet up. That's too.
It's
I
too
mean, the
far.
bird should be intimidated, probably.
No, it's too far away.
It's too far away for fear.
Not for demoralize?
Yes.
No, the
No,
spell
Masashi doesn't
fear.
have Masashi doesn't have battle cry.
No, I mean
No,
from.
the spell fear.
Oh.
I'm not
Has a
talking about.
30-foot range.
I'm not talking about the spell.
Why are you talking about things that Musashi isn't doing?
I was.
Yeah, why are
I
you
was.
not?
Okay, if you let me ask, I was wondering, rather it was already demoralized from the intimidation.
No, I think we need to roll
Oh, you're
that
talking
as
about your.
free
Okay,
action on
that's
our
what you
turn.
mean.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I mean, Demoralize also has a range of 30 feet.
Fair enough.
And that's a 30-foot. Everything's 30 feet.
Get longer range spells, I guess.
Malimby over here with the once per day free meta magic.
Hey,
Rue, get
I'm
your
scared.
haste.
Ruru, protect me.
You... Okay, sure. You know what? You're lucky. You're lucky it's in the trees.
Trees.
It's not the thing in the trees that we're worried about, though.
I mean,
All
I'm
right.
also worried about the thing in the trees.
You
And
didn't.
one action.
You did the one action Dragon Claws thing, right?
I'm gonna shield her deeper.
Bro,
Okay, shield then.
the thing
Well, no,
in the
I'm not
water
doing
is
that
a
now.
plus
Well, no, I guess
Shield
I'll
is
prepare. I can
23 to
prepare.
hit.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna shield instead.
Shield.
I do not recognize the plants in the water.
Don't.
Okay, now you Din's turn.
Now you didn't turn. Yippee. All right.
Okay.
Spider they.
So this thing is in the bird in the trees is like 25 feet and then 30 feet up. How far is that technically? It's more than 30 feet, but like, is it more than? It's not more than 60
Google
I
feet.
don't know, man.
Pythagoras.
I'm gonna be really cheap.
Pythagoras.
That I like. So like.
25, 30 feet up.
Wait, no. We know how, we have a way to
39
figure this
feet
out.
away.
25 versus and then 30 would be.
Yes.
39?
How do you?
Okay, so it's
hang on.
within 60 feet.
Are we Pythagorean or something else?
Sure.
40 feet.
So
Get
In that
39.
case,
40 feet. It's 40 feet away. Yes.
okay. In that case,
Precisely
I'll put up an Inspire Courage.
I'm muted.
No, I
No,
heard you.
you're
You
not.
said 39, and like I wanted to double check with like the measuring tool.
Okay.
And then I will target it with Depression.
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 Okay. It fails.
It
Ah!
almost
You
crit
should have given the
fails.
-1! Oh, no!
I couldn't. How would I have given it the -1?
No, I'm talking about Musashi. It's like, no! Every +1 matters. Ooh,
Well, still
ooh.
still pretty good roll. Almost max damage, 16 damage, and it is frightened 2.
It's a feared. It's a scared. So, that is your turn, yes?
Yes.
Alright, Firefly. You're invisible. How's it going? Jetty? You're muted. Jetty!
Yep, I'm here.
Alright.
My Discord crashed on my PC, and I'm like going through 100 miles per minute. I am invisible to these creatures, correct?
Yes.
I could totally fuck with them. Fuck with one of them, but then the other one will spot me. Is this creature still flying? And how? Oh, it's 30. Never mind.
It's like 40 feet up in the trees. So. That. The one that's engaging your allies is 30 feet up in the trees. Well, similarly. As well. Different height. The one that you saw was 40 feet up, and then the one engaging your allies right now.
Do I want to try to flinging updraft it down?
You could do that. Yeah, you can in fact try that.
We will now begin push-up section.
The thing is that how long are the distance? 60 feet. I need to be within 60 feet of this creature.
You are nowhere near it.
I could still move up to half speed.
You know, there is something you are within 60 feet of.
Wait, the free movement she gets from using a 2 impulse, is that before or after she uses the
It happens whenever she wants to, so she can do the movement first. So if, say, she moved 20 feet, it would still be, like, too far away, though. It's, like, way too far to get there, unless you do a full movement and then do that, which you could do.
Yeah.
You could get a lot closer to make it happen.
But a full movement would also...
Like, you would have to... You would have to
No, I
get
need to be within 60
like
feet of it.
This far. Like you would need to get like at least here to be able to target with flinging updraft. See where my measuring tool is?
Yeah.
No, flinging updraft has a range of 60 feet, not
yes,
40
but
feet.
it's 30 feet in the air as well. It's so diagonally it's even farther away.
So diagonally, it's already 55 feet away.
Firefly could take a hit from this. I feel like Firefly could take a hit from the poison guy and be perfectly fine. I don't want to jinx myself though, so I'm not like gonna don't quote me on that. I could still be invisible while hold up. Does clear as air clear when I'm hold up.
When you take a hostile action, it breaks invisibility. But you do get the benefits of being hidden for that, so if you were to attack someone, they would count as off guard to you.
So I have to move my full movement to move to here.
Yes.
And then I can flinging updraft that dang bird to the ground! Which is which
plug it in the chat.
I'm plugging it in.
Alright, he has to make a reflex save. See if it makes it. 50-50. It failed. So, what is the distance you can send it? Up to a maximum of 30 if the target doesn't land on a space or solid ground within... Okay, so it yeets it down 15 feet. And then
Does
it
it hit branches on the way down? Because it's still in a tree.
No.
Damn.
As it as it yeets down, right, it rustles through the branches. And once it then regains more control over its body as it goes that initial 15 feet of the failure effect, it then gets a chance to arrest its fall. As it is a creature with a fly speed, it can try to land safely. So I believe, let me double check, how do I arrest a fall? Arrest fall. It's need to attempt a acrobatics or reflex save to slow your fall. Typically the DC is 15, but it may be higher due to air difference or... I will say it gets a second chance to at that DC 26 you have. Higher for it, acrobatics or reflex? It's reflex. Get a second chance to not take damage here. Ooh, it fails and it loses its reaction. It goes hurtling towards the ground. Boom! Slam! Right in the fucking jungle floor. It is prone and takes 15 damage from the fall.
Firefly's like, I am the ruler of the air!
Wow, 15 damage did that. Oh, okay. Damn.
It
Wait.
only fell
Then there's
15
that.
feet proper,
So
so.
that's 31 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah, it only fell
Alright.
15 feet properly, though.
Yeah,
It was
either
still
way, you
tiny.
yeeted it straight down, and it carried that momentum all the way to the ground. And so 30 points of damage from the full 30-foot drop. Or 15 points from the 30-foot drop.
That
Firefly's
thing doesn't have that much.
Firefly
Alright.
just glares at it.
Good job. Now, the guy is hiding in the trees.
Yeah, it totally hears Firefly yell that. Oh no, there's a third one. Oh no, there's a third one. What the fuck? There's a third one.
Alright. It... It will fly like an eagle. Fly like an eagle. Go down.
Down.
Goes swooping down, and with its reach, takes a swipe at Aruru. Its beak. Swing! Misses horribly. And then goes to fly back up. And flying straight up is difficult terrain, so it only gets half its movement. Tries to fly back up. Kind of awkwardly as it's like, oh, just whiffs entirely on Aruru. So
Does she have AOP, or does it like have a thing
it's
where you
it's
can't
got reach. Aruru can't reach it. It's out of her range. So next up is not Zeta. It's the third one.
These things I'm not so worried about. It's the plans that worries me. Because that one has a plus 23 to hit.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh, wow.
Wait.
This'll hold this. Alright, as this guy is living in
Wait,
all the
the
way in Fuck-Offistan,
Horrible.
it just flies over, and that's its whole turn, as that's all of its movement, and, well, it can't do any other actions. Now it's Zeta's turn!
Alright.
Question: With the battle cry feat, it's the only target I could choose is the one that was already visible before everyone else showed up, right?
It goes too far
Yes.
away.
Wait, hang on. How does battle cry read?
And you can use a free action to use demoralize and then observe the
This is
when you're
as
rolling.
You cannot
When you
use it
roll
at all
initiative.
here. Wait, hang on. What a fact station. When you roll initiative. Okay, you cannot use battle cry here because all of the enemies were too far away to demoralize, as demoralize has a max range of 30 feet. So
Okay, so that's all I needed to clarify.
unfortunate.
Yeah, you also saw Firefly throw one of them to the ground with wind.
This was at initiative. This was at the beginning.
Yeah. This is
Guys,
at the
up.
beginning of initiative. Danced. He's caked up.
Don't really have any. Huh. I'll just apply this and end my turn.
All right. So
God, something else is getting a turn.
time for fourth, Karina.
Ah,
What's
Yeah, I
these
think so.
things?
yeah, because that one came from a different direct. That's the one that
Yeah.
Firefly spooked.
Well, the plant is where the budget. These things on the other.
Yeah, that's the one Firefly spooked and chased out of a tree.
All
Aurora
right.
does not give a flying shit about any of these flying weenies that can't even touch her.
Flying weenies.
If you look south again, there's one perfectly on the
Thank you, Kyria.
Aurora
Basically counts plus
directly
23
sees the actual fucking threat in the room.
Thank you.
Also, she does not have the tools to deal with all these flying assholes.
Threat located.
Threat
Well,
detected. I'm sorry. No, we're not having that today.
AC 30.
We're not having that today.
Hit.
Alright.
Roll damage.
So, first we'll roll damage on this. And then we'll roll damage on this.
All right. Merge was previously merged. All right, that's a big number.
Question is, will fire be effective?
All right.
It's neutral.
Bam! Fucking slam into it. However, when you do hit it with the fire, you like hear this horrible like hissing and squealing kind of like popping noise from it as the fire like boils its insides a little bit, and causes it to like start to squirt out some of its like juices that like normally they like the sap and like they're pitcher plants. They have their like pot.
Yeah.
It's like it seems very distressed by this fire you've brought upon it.
Fire, huh?
Arisen, the beast is weak to flame!
Oh my god.
Alright, anyways.
That was my whole turn. That's 4 actions.
Yep.
I
Alright.
thought I was supposed to be the pawn.
Okay, the Karina that fell out of the fucking tree. It's pissed. It stands up.
Just realized it's a little afraid.
A little spookied. It's a little afeared. But wait, can it? Oh my god, it can. It gets up and it looks over at this bitch that dare throw it out of the goddamn tree.
Oh,
What?
my wife talking about.
Flies over. Well, he wants to take a bite out of your wife.
See.
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. And it goes for a peck. Hit. Miss. It fucking missed! Alright, Malimbi. Your wife is being harassed.
I am aware of that. The problem is, I know those things are not the threat.
Yeah, and
It's the-
Firefly
the-
being the distraction isn't
I
something
mean,
you have to
there
worry
are
about.
4 of them.
Yes, but
Right
they
now,
haven't
you
managed
are
to hit
currently
shit
hidden.
despite that. The plant, on the other hand, and Malimbi knows he can deal with the plant. Probably. I assume a
Firefly can
plant
throw-
does not have very high reflex, and it's weak to fire.
Also,
So-
how high is the bird off the ground? Did it take back off, or is it still on the ground?
One of them
Oh.
is adjacent, like on the ground with it. It just uses its fly speed to move faster, and then the other one is 40 feet up, as you can see by the number above it. So the one
I'm
that
gonna
just tried to
activate
attack you is
vulnerability
racked.
I was
on the
just
plant.
clarifying.
I'm gonna use it on the plant.
No, you won't.
Unfortunately, no, I'm gonna re-roll that. Fuck that.
The
It's a
dice said
failure,
no.
which means I get personal antithesis.
Dun-dun-dun.
Now, it didn't give me the pop-up, so I have to. I'll just roll it again real quick, so it like actually gives me the goddamn. Of course, that one's a net 20. Anyway, I'll pretend I don't see
Wow.
the other shit. Personal antithesis is the one I need to apply here.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
let's see. Did this still? Okay, yeah, this triggers regardless because we. Let's see. Okay, nice. We're almost.
I think when
there.
you're using
But-
abilities like earn income and exploit vulnerability that like require the first roll to like work properly for the macro, just roll them again like normal and then manually take away your hero
Yeah,
point, just so we don't
totally
run
get
into
it.
awkward moments like this where now the game is showing you information you shouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean it still could happen, but anyway, clear up chat real quick. So I just realized next level I'm gonna get the intensified vulnerability. So we're gonna fling magic at it. It can make me a level saving throw. I'm gonna make this leveled damage, so you know I'm gonna do the d6s instead of the d4s.
All right.
Nice.
Nice.
Do your giga damage.
Now here's the thing. Funny thing. Oh no, wait. Level boost damage. This is
Level.
okay.
Oh.
Hello. Game. Usually when I click this, it'll roll it, but it doesn't. Okay. Thanks, game. All right, I'll just manually do it. R 4 6 4. All right, and that's then it takes, I believe, double that, and
Yeah.
because I have the one adept benefit, it also now takes 2d10 persistent fire damage.
Holy shit.
No, yeah, because it's a critical failure.
2d10 fire.
Yeah,
God damn.
and that's all 3 of my actions.
All right, sir, you are no.
It healed for 15 damage. What the fuck?
No, it didn't.
But it took the healing though.
Oh.
There it is.
Is not currently
Fast
able to
healing, but it's
regenerate.
disabled.
It's a good thing we
Yup.
have
Matter.
fire.
Also, now that the dawn of its turn has arrived, Zeta make. Blah, 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 where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Click this button.
Only Zeta?
Yeah, because the poison that you're suffering.
Ah.
All right, you
What
succeed.
poison?
You're no longer poisoned. Therefore, no longer off guard. All right, cool. Secondarily, Aruru and Firefly, I'm gonna need you guys to make saves against its stinky aura.
Fuck that shit.
And oh wait, actually no, I'm sorry. Firefly, you already made the save when you were
Oh,
out in
can I
the.
have my hero point back?
Yeah, you can have your hero point back. Go ahead and give it.
Real quick, is it associated with disease or poison?
This is just it's olfactory. It's just stinky. It just stinks.
Oh, hell no. Stop
Oof.
this.
Better.
There you go.
There we
Success.
go.
Unaffected.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay. That's awkward, because now it's gonna start whooping Aruru's ass. As it whips its vines on Aruru. Whip it good.
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Alright, it whips again. Jesus
It does not whip it good.
Christ
My
almighty.
God.
On God. That's crazy.
know
Alright.
what?
You know what's even
The biggest
funnier is I
threat
wish
is-
Kiryu still here, because she gets an attack of opportunity as it dives into the water. As it's like, nope, 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 nope.
No, don't move. Don't fucking move.
Don't you want it to move as... what the fuck? Well, yeah, lore accurate, is in the water. As it puts out its fire immediately, right? It completely submerged in water, right? But Aruru will get an attack of opportunity. I suppose I'll just make that for
just
her.
a basic attack.
Yeah, it's just a basic attack, and there's only one way she's gonna do it, right? So, strike. Oh!
Oh,
Oh,
crit.
Oh!
Nice.
it. Oh,
Damn, I wish Kira was here for her unbelievably
wish Kira was
powerful
here.
critical hit.
here. Even when she isn't
Fatal
here,
weapon.
she's still fucking
Fatal
the
weapon.
absolute nuke.
Alright, well, does it
I
die?
think it's dead.
Fucking dies.
It's dead.
Oh my
Alright,
God.
well, she killed it. She didn't even have to be here. Didn't even have to be here. Fucking killed it. Alright,
Yeah, that
that's
works.
that.
Oh,
Aruru clap. Zen. And I'm over here like, oh, I forgot to give it the weak trait. Whatever, it's a party of 6.
Ah. Damn.
Astral fucking thing that it has. Divine Wrath! The light of God! Boom!
Dude, if it, that would have hit that would hit all of them. Oh my God.
That is a button.
God has come down to smite them. Alright, well, since you can place the burst in the air and it explodes out, it will hit all of them. That guy fucking nat 20'd, holy shit.
One
Wait, do I need to roll that?
Failure and a
No,
crit failure.
because this doesn't
No.
hit allies, it only hits enemies.
Oh, nice.
Oh, roll your damage.
One takes double damage.
Alright, who's who here? The crit success
Oh,
was the guy in the
the
middle.
one that's
Failure guy
the one that's
takes
already hurt on the ground.
normal damage. The guy that's hurt already on the ground is the one that gets his ass exploded. Ah! Alright.
Wait, if he's on the ground, then how does he take damage?
Because the burst can be placed in the middle of the air and therefore hit all 3 of them.
Okay, then why don't Zeta and Naruto get hit?
Because it's Divine
It
Wrath, and
doesn't
Divine
hit
Wrath
Spell doesn't
only
target
hits enemies.
allies.
Oh.
It only
Oh,
hits
that's
enemies
so
as
good.
God knows who your
that's
enemies
so
are and
good.
comes down
That-
and blows them up.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's 4d10.
Wait, did something happen on a critical
Damages.
failure? Wait a minute.
They are slow.
Oh, right.
Sick and
Oh!
slow
Tunes
one.
slowed one.
Oh no! And the other guy's sick and one. Holy shit! Divine Wrath. Boom! All right. You still have an action remaining.
I want to imagine, like, it looks like when that happens, it looks like what you would expect, like, you know, divine energy blast fucking to be. But then, like, a couple times it like twists into inky blackness a couple times. Like it was fighting, trying to be what type of damage what it was supposed to be for just a moment. And also Zenzen like kind of like flashes black for a second, but otherwise is fine. Just looks angry. And yeah, I've got one action left. I guess I guess I'll just fucking shield.
Shield.
They're probably gonna be bad at B.
Shield. All right, get in. You're up.
I want to take ship damage. Heal you? Nope, never mind.
I guess. Okay, should I? I can walk under this one and then fucking blast them, or I can do something else. I'm gonna walk under this one and then blast with chromatic ray.
All right, roll your laser. Oh shit. What
That's
up?
crit.
Oh my god. It's good.
It's a crit.
It's dead.
That's a critical
That's
hit.
gonna be so much.
All right,
fucking
roll
damage.
your
Wait.
ray color.
Wait.
1d4.
Before. Hope you roll 3.
3.
2.
Two.
Second best option. All right.
That's
40 acid
80.
damage.
80.
So it becomes
That's
80.
80 acid damage.
Damn. It was so close to killing it.
If only it rolls yellow for 100.
Yeah, if you rolled the 3, it would have killed.
It would be funny if they all group
Actually, it
up,
would've been
I can
close.
Divine Wrath again because I have.
Oh,
that
wait, yeah, I would've
Storm's
killed.
nuke. Okay, what about the second one?
Laser beamed. All right, cool.
What about the second?
Firefly, you're up.
I'd love to lightning dash these two, but I don't.
One is
One's
40
high
feet
up in
in
the
the air.
air. You're not gonna be able to hit him with the same AoE. Not a thing you can accomplish right now.
No, they're too far apart. Hmm. You know what? She's going to do a 2-action elemental blast against the one that I tried to attack her before.
All right. Do it up. Roll it.
Doesn't matter which
Target.
one I do. I forgot the target. I don't think that hit.
That does hit. It's debuffed all to hell. Its AC is garbage right now. That will hit. Roll
Yeah,
damage.
it's second 2. It's got -2 to like everything.
All right. It's 3 health. It's 3 fucking health.
You know, I'm fucking just killing this dang thing.
Not a bad idea.
Did you just 1-action blast it?
You could just
Yeah.
one action blast it.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. It's dead.
Oh! Roll damage.
I'm lagging.
It's
Oh,
fine.
I
It's actually impossible for you to like not kill it. Even if you roll double ones, it would still be 4 damage, which would damage. Oh wait, that's right. I can roll it for you. Oh my god, that's silly. Anyways, dead.
Take the first one. I think.
It doesn't
That's
matter.
what I
It
was
has 3 health.
telling
It
you.
dies no matter what. All right, good job. You cleared one of them out. Okay, the guy that just
Listen,
got his
The
balls
second mattered.
zapped to all hell. All right, he looks down upon you, Yidin, and then will make a mocking cry
Ooh, a spider.
as it does a cacophony of weird,
Oh.
strange, different, random voices layered over atop each other.
Deception-based demoralize.
Yep, it will roll deception, and that will be its demoralize against.
Interesting.
Sound.
Oh, is that a mockingbird?
Whap, whap,
Is
whap,
that a
whap.
mockingbird?
I'm surprised there's
Mocking-
there aren't more things that can like let you do
Mocking?
other things to demoralize. Like
I
where it's
believe
just-
that is a success. Yes. You are now frightened one.
Where's my athletics to demoralize by just showing that I could crush its head between my thighs with like a watermelon?
What?
What?
And it will dive
Where's my
down.
athletics to
Not
demoralize?
plus. Not plus. And to put it to 10 feet. 10 feet above you, and that makes it exactly in range to bite. Yeah! Hits! It does damage! You take that many, Eden. Also, now, you need to make a save against a disease.
Oh no. No, it's the thing he said.
Yo,
That I did not like the name of.
Brave Blight. All 4?
Time for crab.
Hmm.
All four?
Sorry, what?
Got hit and now are needing to make a fortitude save.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, crit succeeds.
Damn.
Damn, he critically succeeds. What the hell? Alrighty then.
Barely crit.
Well, that's its turn. Alright. The other one. The one that isn't hit. The one that did the epic dodge. Alright. It was gonna get flanking, but now it can't. So it's going to dive down to the ground slightly. You can go diagonally one tile and then minus 30. They will try to bite Aruru. It will
miss.
fail miserably.
Tiny bird.
Yeah. Yep. Alrighty then. I guess it'll swing again. Well, that's its turn. Alright. Rocket Fisto Man, how's it going?
Let's see. What do I do? Oh, if I need, so I can use my rocket fund. I'll have to use one turn to exit stance.
Turn Shin way the fuck up. Either that or you need to speak up.
Turn to be
Okay,
super rude.
so I had to exit stance, use a turn to do that so I could use my rocket punch. I
Yep.
will target the one that's almost dead and do a flurry.
Bang bang.
First strike,
Pull his
second
devil trigger.
strike.
Him actually hitting with both strikes. Hell yeah.
2 hits.
Wow.
Nice.
Rolling damage 1.
Well. And
Really good
20.
damage too. Holy shit. Combined.
It's dead.
Kills it.
And then I will go back into Mountain Stand.
Bro is doing the Mighty Morpher dance dance.
And that's my turn.
Back in time. Alright.
Okay. Out of the turn.
Not a ruse.
Oh, yeah, wait. The arena.
One that normal failed to save and sickened. Alright. Fight is actually going really bad for them. Yeah, more than half of them are dead. I think actually he's gonna abandon. He's gonna fly away. He's sickened. This is not kosher. This is not his fight. He is going a wretch.
Meow.
He's going to throw up an owl pellet on a Ruru in defiance.
No.
And then he's gonna fly off into the fucking jungle because he does not want to fucking deal with this right now. This is like a bad time. He picked the wrong fucking fight right now. And that's its turn. All right, so do you all want to end combat as the other one is pretty quickly looking very afraid and looking to get the fuck out?
No.
These are very dangerous creatures to the locals.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, what can we roll nature to see if these are like play a very important role in the ecosystem, or that they're literally just pests that need to be taken care of?
They're also
They are
fairly
fiends.
intelligent.
They are
Okay, yeah,
literally
kill 'em.
fiends.
Kill them.
It's time to do something fucking funny.
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 Bring it down.
I'm ready. I'm ready for Ruru's funny.
All right, we're gonna translocate on top of it.
Thank God. Yeah. All right.
See that?
Make
that is
an
also
athletics
why
check to
dimension
straddle its fucking back.
Athletics, this is my jam.
This is also why I took Dimension Door on Morius. I just never got to use it.
Absolutely.
Fear.
Put me up
Playing
there,
Virgil.
coach.
Fear.
Let's go.
As you teleport
there,
on top
coach.
of it.
Yep, get me up there, coach.
Oh my God. God.
Put me just like plus 15 or some shit.
Nope. There's a way to the. Shit. Like to get plus 50. Fucking elevation.
Alright. It's time.
Its
Yep.
face is just.
I did hit it.
You hit it.
You hit it.
Murder.
Damage. Bonk.
Dragon's dogma with teleportation.
All right.
Okay, so it's AC's 21. So you know what? We're gonna go again.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. See, you do have the strength of thousands.
Ooh.
Oh!
Disgusting.
Oh! Oh my God!
Alright.
Yeah.
We have a long way before it's turn. Take it down. Bring it down.
All right,
Bring it
Melinda, you're
down.
up.
Alright. I mean, I can reach it from here. So I'm just gonna. I mean, I have an action. I can fling magic as 2 actions. I have 1 action left. Could I do anything with it that better? Not really. I don't think. Might as well try to exploit vulnerability, I suppose. But not that it matters because it doesn't apply to my wand until next level.
God, I can't believe
you
that
know
was
what?
so close to a max roll. Holy shit.
God, fuck it, dude. There's a reason why like the pick is like the highest DPR weapon in the game.
Okay, so critical success.
Nice. Are you ready to do
For
holy
anyone
damage,
that
Malembi?
didn't realize yet, it has a weakness 5 to holy.
Oh!
Uh,
Would explain why they were fucking deleted earlier by Zenzen. Jesus Christ.
Wait, actually, does Divine Wrath do holy damage? You have to be
Your
sanctified for
spirit
that.
damage.
Oh,
It is sanctified. It is sanctified.
Wait, it is sanctified. Oh, wait, holy shit. Alright, well, this guy has 5 less health.
Fair enough.
Alright. And then, I mean, I'm a fling magic.
Actually, no,
wasn't
this is
that
the
the
one
one
that
that
dodged.
got
Yeah,
man-
no, this is the one
yeah.
that dodged. LMAO.
Now, they might have decent reflex, but, it's the best way for me to reach him right now. I think I'll use... And because I rolled a 1 on the d4, I have my leveled damage back again. My boosted damage.
Hmm.
I think I'll go with fire again. Might as well. Oh, no, I'll go with lightning for this one. Give me reflex.
Gas lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Dodge! Damn.
Damn.
Bro dodged
okay.
while Aru straddling it.
We got several other players. That's okay, Malimbi. Pet.
I mean, I critically hit the other one, so
True.
like...
True.
I
What?
was heal-
It's in initiative!
Get out of initiative.
It's in
You fuck.
initiative, that's funny. Oh my god, that was fucking funny. Oh my god. No, how do I... Yeah, fucking initiative. Oh my god, go back so I can kill this thing. No, not ending cap. Whatever, fucking, I will manually do it. Alright,
None of these let
Zenzen.
me attack jump, right? No.
Well, I'll allow it, and you do a 10-foot vertical jump, though.
How does high jump work? I have like powerful leap.
You might be able to do it, powerful leap.
Let's see, high jump. DC 30 athletics. Leap up to 8 foot. I have powerful leap. Does it change? Okay, jump 5 feet up with the vertical leap without making a high jump, and then you can increase. But it doesn't actually increase how high I can jump. That's dumb.
Powerful jump? Really, it does.
It doesn't. It lets you basically high jump as a normal jump, but doesn't like buff high jump.
You also increase
Which
horizontal
doesn't make any
distance
sense.
leap, including as part of high jump or long jump. Including as part of high jump or long jump by 5 feet. So when you do a high jump,
horizontal,
you
not vertical.
no wait. Horizontal distance when you leap, including as part of a jump or a long jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird. Fine, I'll just
Well,
shoot
either way,
it then.
leaping. If you make the high jump, it'll send you up 8 feet, which is enough to get in range to swing at it.
I could
Actually,
also
even just jump. Wait, no,
shoot.
you can just no wait, you can just leap because
I just do
wait,
it normally.
yeah, it's 10 feet away from the ground, and the ground is like at the border
Yeah.
of your square. So if you go up 5 feet, you are effectively one diagonal square away from it. You're adjacent to it if you leap, so you can just no check, just get in range.
Jump, white girl, jump!
How dare you? She's Asian, all right. Did I click your damage like a fucking dork?
I think you clicked my damage.
I clicked your.
I
I'm just
was-
gonna go with the bigger number.
I probably should have just. I probably should have just fucking needle darted it.
Yeah, but this is funnier. Because you get flanking with a
guys
Ruru.
use- True.
Anyways, I guess that's all you do, right? You stride, jump,
Yeah.
It's
Slash.
weakened, my lord. Strike it down.
strike it down, needle
Strike it
darts.
down, Arisen.
What is it?
Yeah,
Ah,
there
magic
we
missile.
go. There it is. Magic
The
missile.
the old reliable.
All reliable.
It works all the time, every time, all of the time.
Yep.
Until it casts shield.
Until
Dab,
the
got him.
shield-
Until it casts shield, but we don't talk about it because so far that's never happened.
All right, don't click the roll
Dungeon
damage
has-
button because it's the
I
macro
know.
doesn't work properly. Just roll your, number
Let's see,
of darts you
it's
should be.
fuck. One for each, so that's
Wait, it's
two,
only 3d4
6,
plus 3
4.
then because it's a level 2.
Oh wait, that's 2. I meant to click my 3rd level.
Oh, then I'll do that. Shoot your.
Fire the missiles.
Pew, 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 pew.
It's 64 plus 6.
End of the
Yep.
world.
Pew, 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 pew. Dead.
Arms out to catch a woo.
All right. How do you kill it?
So Aurora was riding it, right?
Yup.
I'm on top of it.
I
God,
just
share me.
like they're literal missiles because they are. I make the first just connect with one wing, it explodes the wing. The second with the second wing explodes the wing, and then the third one explodes the beak, I guess, sending it flying, tumbling down into the pond.
Flinging updraft to gently set a Ruru on her
Oh,
prey.
I want to catch.
You can catch her as she's
Yes.
falling slowly in the wind.
Fine.
She slowly princess drifts into Zenzen.
Like Quinola.
Nobody kidnaps the Aurora by trying to fly off and gets away with it.
Firefly.
Even if Aurora is there voluntarily.
Okay, big snapping beak. Never thought I'd be afraid of a bird.
Dusts herself off and says, "Man, I wish the students had seen me do that."
I mean, they might have. They were right behind
Yeah,
us.
they're with us.
I love that the camera was stolen for the fact that a chest is placed.
Yeah, it's Zelda, where it's like the chest spawns and the camera has to pan.
Yeah.
Aurora is going to pray to the gods that some of the students saw her fucking teleport on top of a fiend and beat the shit out of it.
Firefly's
Ruru,
immediately
that was
gonna come water.
fucking hot.
You can put her down now, and she's on the floor.
Huh.
Like,
Ooh.
that was really what the hell?
Surprise! The necklace
She's
of fireballs
fidgeting,
type 3.
Blushing.
Firefly brings it back to shore, so nobody else has to hop in the water. Hey, I got a necklace. This is
That's
what I
pretty
said.
good.
No! Fuck you, I did not
Stop
have that
hugging.
selected.
Stop.
Stop
Stop.
hugging Sensen.
Stuff hugs
Stop.
Zenzen.
Aruru does not hug the Sensen, only stuff does.
There we go.
You found a what?
I found this necklace. I don't know what it is, but it's very pretty and looks
Let
kind
me
of like
have a look
fire.
at it. Maybe I can identify it.
I sure hope it doesn't belong to Iboko. Does
Uh,
anyone remember if Iboko used to wear a necklace or something?
Firefly's like shaking her boots off. Do not go in that water. It is icky and slimy. And look,
Yeah, you are gonna be walking behind us, so you don't have the smell wafting over us.
But she's the tank.
Firefly uses wind to dry herself off. There you go.
That's the smell's still stuck in your clothes. Like that's gonna, but like you need to get those washed.
I'll
So
wash them later tonight.
You're still walking behind us.
I
Oniji approaches is
I
like, no way, that was insane.
It's really not.
Firefly's like,
this is kind of like this is
This
kind
this
of the lower
is
end of the spectrum when it comes to battles we fought. To be honest,
like most half of us aren't even like on the floor crying.
I was simply doing my duty in preventing a fiend from potentially causing further harm.
speaking of which, you did take a bit of a hit, and Zeta as well. Would you like me to take care of that?
A bandage isn't the end of the world now.
All right,
Firefly's like,
Zeta, come over here.
did you see me how I threw down that fiend to the ground?
Dean, where are you going?
Okay, looking at the necklace, that's a necklace of fireball.
Firefly
Thirds.
gives it.
One's Zeta.
Sure. I think Zenzen or Rue should take this.
Well, it's so
This one,
the necklace of fireball is usable by anyone, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not like you need a specific
It's an
caster.
item. It's not like a scroll.
I think, considering my limited resources, I could get the most use out of it.
I'm using a hero point for that, but I'll
Yeah.
just do the reroll.
More than
Firefly
likely,
has
yes.
literally been the movement bitch most of the time. Her damage is extremely low comparatively to everybody's, except if she uses lightning dash, which most enemies
Oh my
have.
god, you fucking
What
serious?
the fuck? He rolled double ones. Damn. All right. Well,
Uh,
Zeta, you get stabbed.
No, this is Yidin.
Oh, this is
Uh,
you didn't. You get stabbed.
I can't believe me. Be careful.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Jensen cleans off the
Also,
necklace
that's where it is.
and
Also,
puts it
that's
on
where
Ruru.
it is on the spider.
I can't
Okay.
take the damage.
You might
can't
want
take
to
the
watch
damage.
that before wearing.
I just
Damage.
washed it.
No, you wiped it off, but Firefly's just gonna still give the warning of, you might want to watch that before fully wearing it, because it was in that. Points to the water.
In an ideal world, Aru can get
It is
items
unsoiled.
that give her access to more spells, but this will have to do for now.
Hey, can you use that on me, Zenzen?
Right, so wait, what does that
She
mean?
doesn't
It's
use.
clean. It's clean.
Clean.
Can you do it to me too, please?
Yeah, she does.
She's doing it to everyone. We must be
Tidy.
presentable.
No, I don't. No, I don't
No,
smell bad.
Like, and when we make camp, I'll cast the soothing spring.
Anyway,
That sounds really nice to be
That
honest. Go for that.
Yippee.
like we don't have a fucking cabin, but we have this, which is
It is
pretty good.
extraordinarily appreciated by all your students, as there isn't a shower within miles.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
Healing,
breathe,
it
so-
gets rid of fatigue, which can happen from traveling.
did you enjoy the show? Firefly asks her student.
It was impressive. I've never seen someone teleport onto the back of a wild creature like that.
Give it time and you'll be doing the same thing.
Aru, for how proper she is, tends to go somewhat wild in combat, to be honest.
Well,
Todd.
let the kineticist yank down one of these creatures. Okay.
Firefly, we were all very impressive, but Onichi, as also a magus, is just impressed by Aruru, her teacher, who is also a magus.
Firefly just gives him a look,
Her.
or
Them.
her a look.
Them. Who are you giving a look,
Them.
Onichi?
Yeah.
No,
thought
you did.
Oh, yeah, and then in my case it's them, but I thought you were talking about Oniji, giving
Yeah.
Oniji a look.
Let her have this, he didn't.
Anyway,
I was impressive during that fight too. Even if I didn't kill a couple things. I only killed one.
Anyway, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Why did it speak in Iboko's voice?
Well,
Yeah,
Iboka
that's
most
what I was
likely
wondering
came by
too.
here.
Okay, then why was she saying those things? Like, I'm afraid something may
We
have
never
already.
did go read the letter.
Wait, didn't we? Did we not?
You didn't. None of you decided to
No.
do that. None of you went to her dorm.
What?
Even though
We
Janatimo suggested
thought
you
we-
do
We
thought
it,
someone
you just
completely
did.
didn't.
forgot.
Oh.
I completely forgot.
Look, I wasn't there with Janatimo, so
Firefly wasn't there either, so she didn't know.
Look,
Mm.
I literally forgot. It's on me.
Epic teachers, they valued their students' privacy. Big clap. Even if it means they are disappearing
Look,
into the
this
void.
is an important character growth moment for Yudin, someone who did not value other people's privacy at the start of this campaign a lot.
You know what, Hank? You know what? We take it.
It's character growth.
Firefly just is like,
alright.
kind of wish I had a
Nice
committed.
save.
Listen, I
I'm
think
gonna
we should all be more appreciative of Kyudin's character growth,
no
and
fuck you,
not
fuck
and
you,
forget the fact that I just literally
fuck
forgot
you,
to go
and
look at the
everything they
letter.
stand for.
Anyway, I'm gonna go check over here, cause
Can
to
I
see
go
if I.
check the area for like traces of Iboko?
I'll give it a
Together
sweep
with
of magic, detect magic.
So, I
As
mean,
I
as
roll
Iboko's
around.
teachers, you do know the kind of magic that she's capable of. It's likely that she probably used some method to escape. Maybe she casted an illusion or something like that to get out. She's not a fighter, but she definitely has enough utility like spells in her arsenal to like run away.
Mhm.
Okay, I think I'm going to add a mandatory lesson to the Makumbia roster that students and teachers should at least have some defensive spells and offensive spells prepared every single day.
I would like to point out it would have been 1 versus 5.
I'm not saying it's just that this is not the first time this has come up when Janatimo, or not Janatimo, Alt made us fight the Griffins or Hippogriffs, whatever, because he didn't have any fucking spells he could cast.
And
Yes. In the middle of my peaceful campus, I'm going to prepare these war spells. Yes, of course.
Yes, he should be as psychologically paranoid as every single one of us. We prepare fight magic every single day.
That's because Aruru's a
Firefly
fucking
does not
magus.
prepare
Like, what do
No,
you-
I mean like Sensen and me as well.
Bro, you can prepare cutting insults.
I can't really hear what you're saying, Jetty. It sounds like you're underwater.
Underwater?
I prepare
It's because people are talking at the same time I am. Basically,
yeah.
I don't need to prepare shit. Firefly could literally pull air from around her and use that as her weapon.
Yes, we know. I mean, I prepare more than just cutting insults. I prepare fucking chromatic ray.
Back then,
And-
it was just cutting insults and like
I can prepare literally anything.
command.
And look, I've had Magic Missile and Phantom Pain on my spell list that since level 1.
True.
I've always
Magic
had
missile.
some offensive magic.
And guess what? I also had magic missile.
Yeah, well, he didn't fucking use it.
Oh no,
No, he did
I'm
use it
sorry.
that
He
one
was
time.
too busy using heal to make sure the Anati didn't die.
No, that was me.
Yeah, I mean, you
I
also
think so.
doctored them, but like he also casted heal. Yes.
I
Anyways,
think Jetty keeps trying to
Anyway, not
talk, and it's like
important.
her mic's
I
not
don't know
going
why
through.
we're having this discussion.
I keep
anyways,
trying to talk, and every time I try to talk, somebody else is talking. So it's like I can't talk, and you guys hear me if somebody else is talking, because my mic hates what that interaction for some reason.
Yeah, it's really weird
oh,
how that when we talk, it like just straight up drowns you out.
it's because she's on phone, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, it's trying to noise suppress what would be us coming through the speaker. I think.
Exactly.
fucked up.
Yeah,
So what were
huggle.
you say, Jetty?
Anyway, I wanted to check for footprints. What do I need to roll for that?
Survival.
Survival.
I'm better at nature. suck at survival for some reason.
It's always
Well,
survival. Survival
always
has
been
always
survival.
been tracking people.
Tracking.
Nature is more of a knowledge thing. Survival is more of a practical thing.
I would roll survival as well.
All right, Zeta.
With-
So, that's a success. You do inspect the area, Zeta, and you do find the signs of little dwarf footprints running through the brush here.
Over where?
It doesn't matter in this area. Headed
I see
west
footprint.
towards Kyutu and Blood Salt, all that kind of
I'm
areas.
assuming west is this way.
So,
On the map.
it undoubtedly Iboko had to have come through here, you know, unless there is another random similarly heighted dwarf that ran through here, but likely.
I see Iboko's footprints leading west.
Alright, let's keep going then.
Yep, we know the way we're going.
Right?
At the very least, she managed to get away from these monsters.
Sensei Naruru, can you come help me gather the students so we can start moving on?
Firefly messages the other students and just asks them to follow. Like, come,
Also,
it's safe now.
Are we good to keep going given the time, by the way?
We are not good to keep going. I think this is a good stopping point. It's midnight. So, hope you all had a good session. You enjoy.
I'm sorry for like type yelling, but I'm like,
It's
I
okay.
want to do something.
You've been
I
having
get it.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fault you for having difficulties,
No, you're
Jody.
good. That's fine. Huggle.
Yeah, I just am trying. I was just trying to talk for like a minute there, and I was like, I want to do something. I'm not actually mad. I was just like, ah.
Good. You're good. Anyways. Looking late.
If I didn't realize that if I didn't go invisible, because I was planning on going invisible at some point. If I didn't realize it stopped the moment it couldn't see me, that scared me. See, I was like, wait, it saw me. Fuck the shit I'm out. Fuck the shit I'm out. That could have been so bad.
Yeah, alright. So, thanks everyone for watching. Y'all have a good night. See ya, well,
Good night.
some other time. Definitely next week for more Strength of Thousands. Bye-bye.